Hey guys, and welcome back to KUMITANTEI Old School Slaughter. This is our first clinical trial. Gonna see how this goes. So, before we continue, to advise that you equip skill cards in the edit deck menu. You may also fine-tune your debate deck to suit your skill cards, but that is recommended for advanced players. Okay. Yeah, so I know the debate cards are these. So, the reason they say, like, advanced players, I can kind of tell is, like, if I know who I'm fighting ahead of time and what's in their deck, I could make my deck counter theirs. But that's a dangerous game to play, because I would have to know everybody I'm facing. So we got ourselves a bunch of skill cards. We were really good with our free time last time, I felt like, and just making sure we got bonds in general. Love me some tea. Some fruit tea. Let's see. So let's see what we got. We have Comedian. When you play a 1, flip a coin until the result's tails. Multiply damage by a number of heads. Prosecutor. After 5 actions, deal double damage. I like that one. That's why I equipped it earlier. Healing Toss. Reshuffle your deck and draw 3 cards. In the tutorial, there were like 50-something cards. I don't know if that's my normal deck size or not. I'm gonna assume that is, because I think I remember it being like a higher deck size in the demo too. I remember when we were doing the combat demo, I don't remember running out of cards, but that was also a long time ago. Draw a card, draw every card you played 5 turns ago. This is very strong, just because anything that you like know what you're drawing can be very strong in games like these, because you can get guaranteed cards are a big thing in any kind of game where you're fighting card against card. Technician. When your opponent activates a skill card, they must discard 1 debate card. I really like this because it makes them get rid of cards. Filmmaker. Copy effect of a random skill card in your hand up to 2 times. Filmmaker is re-enabled after drawing 3 times. I like this. Eventually I'll be able to have 5, but right now I have 3. If I hit either of the other ones, I either make my opponent get rid of their hand, or I'm just dealing a bunch of like I'm theoretically dealing quadruple damage, quotation marks, depending on how I line up my cards, because this doubles the double damage. So we're gonna stick with what I equipped earlier, but it's always good to recheck your stuff. So it's been a minute since I last played. Let's review all the evidence cards we got, because one of the things we did not do, I will say, I don't remember doing this in the battle demo or in the tutorial, was use evidence cards. I still don't know how that works yet. So we got our autopsy report about the body. We have some different testimonies. We have testimony of the event, broken vial, smeared blood, blood stains on pants, blood stains on desk, the actual body, stray coffee beans that somehow made it inside the closet. We have the fact that the vent was sealed shut. Nobody got through the vent. That's a big deal. We have a closet door. It's flush to the floor, so couldn't get anything to slide under it. So that's also a big deal. Kind of rules out some theories and stuff there, right? We have the nurse's office bed. Miyoga-san was sleeping in it, and they saw somebody at night. We have the bandages, damp bandages, strong smell to them. We have Kazan Miyoga's testimony about what happened with the nurse's office. We have Erika's testimony that some stuff went missing. And then, let's see. I call someone, fixed him up, and I'll just woke up at some point last night. Yeah, so we have his testimony when he woke up, and that there's a missing knife. We have Hiroshi's testimony of being forced to clean by Nyansofu. Spotless kitchen, everything else cleaned thoroughly. And then the letter that we originally got that got us into this whole conundrum. Set difficulty. I'm fine with normal. You know, it's a visual novel. I like a challenge, but also I'm here for the story, you know. Let's start the trial. Let's do this. We got this. Come on, guys. Old school slaughter. Let's do this. Commence. All right.
Welcome to our extra special very first clinical trial! In the clinical trial, all surviving participants will discuss amongst themselves the details of the termination and decide through a democratic vote. Whatever. You kids are perceptive enough to get the idea. Somebody whack somebody else. You gotta discuss who did it and vote him as the culprit.
Okay.
Now, one of you has decided their life matters more than the rest of you. If that's you, your job is to get everyone to vote someone else as the culprit. Do that, and you win. Fail, and it's the birds for you.
I like that he's doing it from the perspective of, hey, killer, this is your motive, or this is your goal.
The rest of you, you'll want to find that culprit and vote them off, so they die instead of you. You all got that? Aww. You should have had time to investigate.
It's interesting the heart symbol for Rage is broken.
I'm kind enough to provide you all with a quick recap. The victim is our beloved Raging Kutsky, the absolute pop star. Well, former absolute pop star now.
Yeah, I guess so.
His body was found this morning at 6 a.m. in classroom 1C. Stabbed thrice in the chest, twice in the heart, and someone's here to blame.
Wish I could roll my R's like that.
His official cause of death was those stabs, though he also broke his nose before he died. And with that, experiment formalities are finished.
And that's why I don't try that.
You're taking way too much joy in this. At least try to have some impartiality.
Yeah, I mean, he does seem to be very much on the killer's side.
The fun is the best part of all this, old-timer. No more distractions from us, though. Let said fun begin.
All right.
Well, what do we even talk about?
I'm gonna detective the
Sonata-san,
shit out of this.
what would be the first order of business?
Typically, you'd start with...
Fuck off with all this formality shit. We already know who did it. It's her.
Rude.
Wait,
Just because I woke up in the room after a blind rage, quotation marks, with blood on my hands and a knife in my hand, everyone thinks they can point at me and say I'm guilty, I killed him. Just because I had an uncontrollable rage and I wanted to stat. Wait, no.
You're found next to his body, covered in blood with a fucking knife in your hand.
Details.
We literally caught you red-handed.
I'm inclined to agree. Sonata-san has some explaining to do if she wants to get suspicion away from her.
I will say this first one came in pretty strong. I'm sure they read the rules from the book or whatever, like the log, or that they gave at the beginning, but the fact that they so thoroughly planned out the murder ahead of time is crazy. To where they wouldn't get caught. Usually a lot of time people just do it and then don't realize there's a need to cover it up as much on that first trial, you know?
gonna need a real good explaining, because otherwise, it's pretty obvious.
Hold on. I don't really want to believe it myself, but it is really suspicious.
It is pretty suspicious.
I mean, who else could have done it?
Well, if you give me a second, I can answer
I really
that.
don't want to believe that Imari-chan would do something like that, but what if it really is her?
I mean, it's gotta be somebody.
But I did... No,
I'll be honest. After I'm not gonna say anything about what actually happened, but after Danganronpa V3, I don't trust nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. After that first trial.
Still trying to weasel your way out of this. Stop wasting our fucking time and just confess!
Enough!
Look, I'm fully aware this seems open and shut. However, I've seen plenty of cases where the supposedly obvious suspect turned out to not be the culprit. We are here to prove who the real killer is. And to do that, we shouldn't be jumping to the quickest conclusion. If she is the killer, then we must prove it beyond any reasonable doubt. Discuss it until there are no possible avenues for her to be innocent. But until then, Himari deserves a chance to defend herself.
That's the ultimate prosecutor right there. That's the stuff.
Our decision here will not only impact her life, but ours as well. So don't take it lightly.
Thank you. Thank you for pointing out the fact that if they all get this wrong, they will die as well.
Thank you, Moichi. Anyway, I was going to say that I do have something that can prove that I...
Both of you fucking dorks really need to learn when to shut up! I don't give a shit what either of them say. He's just trying to get his baby sis off the hook because he's not man enough to get shit done! She killed that freak, and we caught her doing it! End of story! What more do you fucking need?
Well, if you get your head out of your ass for 2 seconds, I'd tell you. Okay, do I... Oh, okay. Seems like some people can't come to an agreement, and the discussion has collapsed into a war of words. Find flaws in people's statements. Key points marked in orange. It will be up to you to determine which of these statements are false and refute them with evidence cards. You can move the reticle with the mouse, cycle through evidence cards with Q and E, and fire by clicking. If things are moving too fast for you, use space to focus and slow down or control speed forward. So Q and E and then click. Yeah, okay.
Just admit that you killed him already!
Yelling like this isn't going to help anyone, Ishikame.
How about you stop protecting her?
This trial would be over in no time if you simply confess to your sin.
Yeah, she obviously shanked him before he could kick her ass. No way a wimp like you could have done it if you hadn't gotten the jump on him, Four Eyes.
You're rushing to the end before we've examined all possibilities.
Dunno. Seems rather straightforward to me. Sonata wouldn't be able to fight back against him. So of course she'd take him by surprise.
Look, I don't know. It's all just really fishy, okay? Is Himi-chan really the type to go all bloodthirsty like that?
You've known her for 5 fucking days!
Fair point. Not good he's not listening at all.
Stay calm, Himari.
Okay.
Moichi?
He might be flailing his accusation around like a fool right now, but we can still turn this around. You noticed it too, didn't you? What Ishikame said.
Ishikame.
There's something wrong with it.
Okay.
Something wrong?
Which one's Ishikame? Is that the loud guy?
Now that you mentioned it, I think like it's
Contradicting
That's it.
something. Okay.
Now focus and pin down what exactly he said that creates this discrepancy. Then
Yes.
disprove that statement with fact and slice through his accusation.
Okay, got it.
All right, let's try this again. Find contradiction.
Just admit that you killed him already!
Okay.
Yelling like this isn't going to help anyone, Ishikame.
Broken
How
nose
about
and
you
no
stop
drugs.
protecting her?
This trial would be over in no time if you simply confess to your sin.
Yeah, she obviously shanked him before he could kick her ass.
That's not true!
Yeah, because he had a broken nose first. Somebody broke his nose first.
That's where you're wrong! I mean, it's...
How'd you say to me?
You've got something wrong, Ishikame-san.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, girl.
You said that Kutsuki-san was killed without a chance of fighting back.
Coffee lady.
But the autopsy report here stated that his nose was broken pre-mortem, which means...
Fucking matter! Yeah, he didn't die getting his nose smashed. So what?
Well,
It means that he had a chance to fight back, and she couldn't have just stabbed him outright 3 times and been done with it. Which makes it a lot harder for her to do the murdering.
It matters because of the situation he would have gotten it, is what I believe she is trying to say.
That's right, exactly. So, the
Thanks,
autopsy report says that his nose was broken before he was killed. And unless someone can vouch for Kutsuki-san hurting his nose beforehand, then it's likely that he got it during the murder. Which means he must have fought back against the killer.
Okay.
Yeah, just be walking around with his nose busted. I or not.
I or not.
Could he really have fought, though? I mean, he always had this big smile on his face, even when he was... he was still smiling.
He was pretty chill. I don't know if he was very pacifistic. I don't know if he'd fight back or not, to be honest. That's a fair point.
Maybe he left us quickly and didn't have to suffer. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You don't do 3 stab wounds after a broken nose, and if you're doing it that quickly.
I'm not convinced.
Oh, you think he was in a lot of pain, Shigure-chan?
Yeah, probably.
Quiet, Minasuga. That isn't what I was addressing.
Fair.
You all heard Kutsuki yourself the other day. With that little speech he put on. How he felt about leaving this place was rather obvious, as were his feelings about life and death in general. Perhaps this little struggle you claim occurred was more one-sided than you were letting on.
I mean, he still really loved life. I don't think he would have just gave up either.
No, there definitely had to be some sort of struggle.
She's not gonna believe me with just my words. I'm gonna have to prove it. With evidence. Shows signs of a struggle. Blood on the legs of the desks. Maybe. I mean, the damp bandages would be a good sign of that. I think the bandages? I don't see what that has to do with the case. Do not waste our time with such lackluster and slapdash accusations, servant. I think it's how you refute that point. Okay, my bad. I messed up for everybody. You know, they can't all be winners. I saw that timer going down and I got nervous. So, if it's not the bandages that prove that he fought back, then it could be... the blood on the leg of the table. I thought that earlier, but I thought maybe they're being bandages.
They indicate a struggle.
Showed that somebody... But I guess that doesn't prove anything necessarily.
However so.
A few of the desks had these long, dried-up blood streaks on them. Even ones further away from his body.
Yeah.
But Kutsuki-san was stabbed repeatedly. Isn't there a chance it was just splatter from the blood?
Not when it scrapes down like that.
Well, that's not impossible. Some of the desks were too far from Kutsuki-san's body for it to have just been normal splatter. For the blood to be on the desks like that, the killer would have had to move them. So, some of the desks must have been knocked over while Kutsuki-san and the culprit were fighting.
I see. I can follow this line of logic.
I concede on this point, as it now seems rather apparent there was a struggle.
Yeah, suck it, rich lady.
See? That's why it's...
However, all you've done is proven this simply was not a kill without a struggle.
Yeah.
Who's to say you weren't the one on the other side of this struggle with Kutsuki?
I mean, fair.
Exactly. None of this bunk matters. Struggle or not, doesn't change the fact she killed him later.
If y'all would let me pull out my fancy little letter and show you that I was lured to the scene of the crime. But everyone keeps interrupting me.
At
least have way to show.
Got the second floor. Wouldn't be a hard kill to make.
But, like, look at Hime-chan. She doesn't really look like someone who would win in a fight, huh? Like, no offense, but you look like you'd be knocked on your butt if you sneezed too hard.
Hey, I resemble that remark. Wait, I mean, resent.
Kutsuki wasn't much of a fighter either.
Yeah.
So knock off the Dobu-too. Whatever happened, you still let him there and killed him.
Well, wait a sec. Man, the other sounds really pushing for The fact that she's pushing like this does concern. I have to do something unless I can prove that I wasn't the one calling Kutsuki-san to Classroom 1C. Be going nowhere. Yeah, I can show the letter. I have the letter. This is where I can bring that up. Oh, I gotta do this stuff first. Okay. Okay, what beats green? Yellow beats green. So I would have to get a higher green. Can I do... Okay, a higher number just wins. I can just choose to draw. Ooh. Re-enabled after drawing 3 times. Okay, so if they activate a skill card, they're now going to discard a debate card. And then if I use this as well, they'll now... The next time they do a skill card, they'll lose 2, if I'm understanding this correctly. I think it's better to get a big hand first, so you can just play it all at once. So... Yellow beats green, blue beats yellow. I don't have... Oh, but 1 beats 9 if I remember right, so I can... Ah!
That's it. Guess it's risky to kill someone. We all know you did it.
Okay. Red beats blue. Let me get a little more. Yeah, a little more. Oh, I'm full. Okay, so green beats red. Let's
Does it even matter?
blue beats yellow. Let me get more. I'm not playing right. I suck at this. Alright. So, I don't have any red. I have 1 red. I have blue that beats the yellow. Okay. 1. You reduced my defense, but I just got a bunch back. Let's get some more cards going. Okay. So that's yellow. So blue beats yellow. So I can do this.
Yeah, you're weak, but...
And then play out a low card with it. And then get a little more. Hey!
We all know you did it.
So I can, after 5 actions, deal double damage. Okay. So let's get a little more cards and then we'll do our 5 actions. So yellow beats green. So we'll do that.
It.
We'll combo it.
Yeah, you're weak, but...
Red beats blue.
You can't be that strong.
And we're gonna use this on this. Grab some more cards to work with. And then we know that red beats blue.
Does it even matter?
Yo, blue beats yellow. And we did it.
Kill Kutsuki-san.
Yeah! We just need that double damage combo. That worked out really well. I think those discards did help. It was kind of hard to tell, but it did seem like they were playing less.
Then why did you come to the classroom alone with nobody around?
He called me if somebody would let me speak.
Unless you've got something to prove you didn't lead in there, you ain't changing my mind.
This.
This is it.
I like that.
I
it.
do have proof, actually.
Part of the fun is screaming along with him, you know?
What's that?
It's a letter. It got sent to my room this morning.
Yeah.
Here's what's written on it.
Dear Himari, I think I found something really important in Classroom 1C. It might be a way out of here. If you could get over as soon as you can, you might be able to help everybody escape. Signed, Reiji.
Signed, Reiji.
It's a very weird letter, all things considered, that I'd be the specific one that he called out to, because it's like, she is not like, trying to think of the word. Out of the whole group here, I don't feel like she's the person people would naturally be like, yeah, this is the person I want to help me figure out the escape route or do this serious thing. She's very good at a lot of other things, but these past 5 days, she's just been like more timid and has been doing like more of a caretaker role for everybody. If you were actually found an escape route and were trying to need somebody to help figure it out, her brother, while headstrong, would be a good person to go to, or even there are a lot of other people that have a good head on their shoulders here, like the paleontologist chick, who's got a little bit of strength, a little bit of head on her shoulder. You know, there's a lot of options there that I feel like most people would go to before this person, you know?
Kutsuki-san wrote this and left it for me.
Like Himari
He was the one who called me to...
That could have easily been forged.
No, I didn't.
I was with Himari the whole time. Unless she was able to do it without me noticing, I can promise you that she didn't write it.
She could have forged it before the whole thing got going. Plenty of time then.
So that's what that letter on your door was about? Oh, well, maybe if you weren't so tiny with sleeping in, you'd have been able to stop this from happening!
Fair point.
Geezer, shut your mouth! I don't know how they did things in your time, but here in the better generation, we just shut our traps and let them squirm on their own!
I believe that's enough of an indication to see that the note isn't fraudulent.
See? I was already asleep when the letter was brought to my room. Even the cat can confirm it.
We got lucky that the cat backed us up.
That cat! Oh, I'll have you know that my name is...
Yanasofu, a double name for a double geezer like you!
I am not...
How utterly convenient. More than a low-born murderer deserves.
I think after showing the letter and proving the letter was not written by me, I think calling me a murderer is a little much.
And once I read the letter, I went to Classroom 1C, just as it told me to.
So, let me get this straight. You went out to meet up with a guy, alone, in the middle of the early morning, all because this shady-ass letter told you to?
I mean, she wasn't in the best mental state at the time, in fairness.
Well, I wasn't thinking things through as much as I should have at the time.
Oh my god! Seriously? This is not the place to be sleeping around, Hime-chan!
You need to get your head out of the gutter, lady.
Wait, stop talking! Having those kinds of thoughts before marriage is a sin.
Yeah.
You need Jesus, Hanabusa-san.
Who doesn't, my guy?
Anyway, once I entered the classroom, it was all dark. I couldn't see anything in there.
It's kind of like the whole point of Jesus.
Then I remember somebody grabbing me. I couldn't see who it was. And then they knocked me out with something.
Oh no, are you okay?
I'm fine. When I woke up, I saw Kutsuki-san's body in front of me.
You know, I just thought about something. The amount of people who could successfully drug me with a needle like what happened are probably pretty slim out of who we have here. The nurse being a big suspect, but just in general, can I pull up the menu again? Yeah. Like, if we look at our list of characters, right? like, out of the people here who I would trust to, like, have some idea of how to prepare a syringe and not kill me and actually use it properly, maybe the technician lady. The paleontologist might be smart enough, but I wouldn't know why she would have that. Unless you did like we're talking about stingers, I don't think beekeeper kid. The nurse, definitely. Maybe the soldier is like battlefield medicine. Past that, like, I don't think it would have been Kaguya, and she don't know nothing. Unless that's just a really good act.
With blood all over you and a knife in your hand.
That really... I'm surprised I didn't think about that sooner. Like, the bodyguard guy, maybe.
Guess you weren't the one calling him down then.
So, do you believe me now? That I didn't kill...
I didn't finish. Sure, he's the one who called you there. But then what?
Fair.
You just proved you were in the classroom, knowing who would be there.
Wait, I didn't mean...
Either you took advantage of the situation and killed him, or he tried to kill you and you fought back. Take your pick. It doesn't change the most important thing here. You killed Kuski.
The newly presented evidence so far hasn't changed the outcome of this trial. Simply the circumstances surrounding it.
Fair.
The only fact that's relevant here is who killed the victim, not how or why they did it.
Well, first off, the why we know. Somebody wanted to get out of here. Like, one way or another. Even if it was in self-defense, like, they want to get out of here. Like, even, let's say my character did it for, like, argument's sake. Even if they did it, right? It's like, yeah, they still want to leave. It was in self-defense, but they're not going to fess up. Probably, right?
Will this trial
Well, maybe she would,
progress
but
to a new conclusion?
you know
if
what
we
I mean.
just keep going into specifics of how this servile filth did her deed? I think not.
I think so.
If my lady requests it, we should obey. This trial has nothing more to offer.
See, the fact that they're trying to... I'm still kind of suspicious of them. Just because they're a duo like this, and they're trying to speed it along. She's been the most aggressive counter-arguer besides the lumberjack.
What? No! We can't do that! There's still...
Silence, Sonata-sama! If you continue to misguide us, I shall execute you myself!
Whoa.
Hey, Lancelot! Don't go trying to take the fun part from me!
Please wait a moment. Well,
Thank you.
I think
Somebody
there's
with a
reasoning
head
to
on their
reason
shoulders.
suspect Sonata-san. It risky would be to rush to a rushed conclusion.
Thank you. Somebody besides the prosecutor realizes, oh hey, we all die if we get this wrong.
Sonata-san's life is not the only one lying on the line here. The rest of ours are also.
Don't try to convince them! It's all lost. They've all been taken. They've all been brainwashed, but not me! I want to survive! I want to live!
Yeah, me too, buddy.
I want to live? Yes, so I'd wish for us to leave no doubt before we are come to final conclusion.
Fine. This moronic charade can't possibly sink lower anyhow.
I'm like so much more suspicious of... I was already suspicious, I'm so much more now. Maybe she would know how... She or the bodyguard might know how to do a needle, I don't know.
Okay, looks like we're safe for now. Thank you, Inoue-san.
What else should we be discussing then?
An overview of the case would be a good spot to start, to land everyone on the same page.
Yes, now that we've stopped the senseless arguing.
One that seems important that we've neglected thus far is the murder weapon used in this case.
What's the point? We already know what it is! It's a fucking knife!
But what knife? From where? And how?
Because any weapon will have an array of surrounding factors, and we need to be sure of as many of those as possible.
The knife was specifically a kitchen knife, correct? A kitchen knife from, well, the kitchen.
That seems to be the case, but it's rather ornate and slim for a kitchen knife. Did anyone happen to investigate the kitchen?
My lady and I were guarding the crime scene throughout the investigation.
I wasn't sure if it would prove important, so I never went inside the actual kitchen itself.
I was busy elsewhere, so I sadly have nothing to share.
A lot of people chiming in saying, no, I didn't.
I was in there, but I still don't.
No one knows anything. Great.
The knife. I seem to know where the knife came from, but I'm pretty sure it came from the kitchen. Did I find anything during the investigation that can prove that's where it came from?
Merlite. Alright. The evidence needed to push forward is somewhere in Hamari's mind. Her mind palace. She needs a little help to find it. Within the clinical trial, Merlite is a puzzle platformer where your goal is to find the correct piece of evidence and transport it to the top of the stage. You need to avoid obstacles like fireballs and falling great heights. Yeah, it's the knife there. What's with the... Oh, that's her testimony. I was like... No. I did not want to switch them out. Can you not? Just want to go up the ladder. Oh, that's so risky. Okay. Okay. Would it be good to get this as well? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, I don't know if I should be grabbing everything. I don't know if I got more or less points to that. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's like a little light bulb because I'm doing the light bulb in my head.
I think I can prove where the knife came from.
Or is it just if I grab it and it's not the right one, it just goes away? I don't know.
Of course you'd have an answer. Did your brother coach you or some shit?
My integrity as a prosecutor is something I take pride in, Ishikame. I wouldn't endanger it on something like this.
Yeah.
Himari, if you could please share your theory.
Right. So, earlier, when Moichi and I were investigating, we found an empty box for a sashimi knife. I didn't get the best look at the knife, but it seems to be the only knife that was missing from the kitchen.
Oh?
Not only that, the patterns on the handle of the knife matched those on the box.
Did anyone else keep an eye on the kitchen leading up to the case? Maybe even see who went in and out?
You were in there, buddy.
Speak up, Okabe.
I was in the kitchen all night last night. But I didn't see anyone coming in or out all night. I promise.
You didn't see anyone at all?
Yes, none, zero. It was just me all night.
So somebody had to grab the knife before that.
I didn't take the knife, by the way. Nuh-uh. No idea when the knife was taken, but it's definitely not last night. Otherwise, I would have seen it, right?
See, we already had the cat back us up once. It was by accident, but I wonder if, like, in this specific case where it's like, hey, the cat was making me do something, if he is allowed to back him up on that. Like, if he can get backed up by the cat for his testimony there.
That wasn't what he told us, was it?
Okay. Interesting. I like the words and the music in the background. That's really good. War of words. Consent. Disagreeing with your peers may not always be the correct answer. Sometimes it's worth reinforcing someone else's statement. These statements will be marked in blue and can be hit with the evidence cards. Doing so is called a consent. Consent's important, kids. Additionally, it seems discussions have started to get chaotic and can be a struggle to be heard. Smaller statements will appear in purple and sometimes block your target while aiming an evidence card. It's called white noise. You can clear them out using debate cards by hitting the mouse button.
I was in the kitchen the whole night.
Yeah.
And I saw nobody come in or out. It was just me.
Winnow, you said that 3
I
times.
could have put that
already.
on there. Dang it.
You? Certainly grown quite neurotic.
What? What made you say that? I mean, I don't know what Himari's planning with all of this.
Yeah, so
Please
Kutsuki
refrain
came
from
by and grabbed a
badgering the
snack, it
suspect.
says.
Anyway, I'm telling you now, I was alone in the kitchen all night.
Well, no, you said
Okabe,
somebody came
that's
by and
not
grabbed a
what you
snack.
told us earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right! Hiroshi, what you told us was completely different from this.
Well, you heard wrong. Besides, you're the suspect here, right? Can we
Oh,
really
don't tell me you
trust
did it.
anything you say?
Don't tell me you did it, guy.
What if you hear it from me then?
Well, no, he couldn't have. He was in there all night.
During the investigation, Himari and I talked to you about your night in the kitchen. And you gave us a completely different story from whatever you're spouting right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it would be all that important.
So you simply decided to change your story all of a sudden.
Well,
Don't be a dick. People's lives are on the line, my guy. I trust you. I trusted you. And now you're gonna get us all killed.
Speak, Okabe. Our very lives are at stake.
Thank you.
So unless you have a very good reason for omitting facts from this trial, speak up this instant.
Thank you, lady.
yes, ma'am. I didn't think it would be that important to mention who came by last night, as they are, well, as they aren't here with us anymore.
Not with us anymore. Why? Wait. Don't tell me.
It's the dead guy.
Yeah. Kutsuki-san was the one that came into the kitchen last night. Maybe around midnight? It was kinda hard to keep track of time.
How interesting factum to now share. I'll be sure to keep this mind in mind.
I love the way she talks. I don't like reading it when she doesn't have a voice actor, but I love listening to it.
Thank you, however, Okabe-san. This information
is suspicious.
Yeah.
Finally, the fucking decided to join the conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have so much cursing in this game. But that's what you believe. I'm sorry, but like, if you think it's that bad of a word, just don't put it in the game, my guy. If it's bad enough that you feel the need to bleep it out, find a different word. You could have just said shorty or something, you know? Like, bro, I'm fine with, like, trying to be, like, sensitive to that stuff. That's fine. But if you're gonna, like, if you think it's bad enough to bleep out, then it's bad enough that you shouldn't use it. Like, come on.
Are you, like, incapable of learning anyone's actual names?
The information is suspicious. Both of you were in an optimal position to take the knife. Therefore, you too are suspicious.
But wasn't Reiji-chan the one who... If Reiji-chan was the one who got hurt, how could he be suspicious?
Sanada. Allegedly, Kutsuki sent her a summons to meet up in classroom 1C. He was additionally seen at the location where the murder weapon went missing from. Therefore, both Kutsuki and Okabe had the opportunity to steal the knife.
Yeah.
Sanada.
Yes?
When did you receive the letter?
Well, when I woke up. Around 5 a.m. I'm not sure when the letter came to my room, though. I, kind of accidentally left the door unlocked last night.
Actually, hello? Earth Demon-chan! We're in a death game!
Yeah.
If you didn't do it, mistakes like that'll make sure you're next.
Yeah.
I know.
Are you crazy? Get your head in the goddamn game, Addison!
They're all like, we're literally in a murder game. What's wrong with you?
How can you be so careless? This place, it's not normal. If you lose it here, you're in a world of hurt.
This is the dankest of Roombas, and you're leaving your door unlocked for any old murderer to come and slash your throat.
So, like, should we think if it's possible for Hiro-chan to be the killer?
Maybe.
What? No, I'd never kill anybody! Promise!
With instigation, perhaps not. But there is a possibility of self-defense.
What? No,
Yeah, that's the sucky thing about this is like, somebody tries to kill you, and you manage to turn the tables, you just killed either yourself or everyone else by actually successfully defending yourself all the way. Well, I shouldn't say all the way, I should say by defending yourself, and if you murder them, you just murdered either yourself or everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
It's a rough situation.
Though not defending himself.
What do you mean?
Well, let me pose this theory. Hiro-chan saw Reiji-chan take the knife, but instead of confronting him, he quietly followed him. He saw Reiji-chan follow Hime-chan into the classroom, got worried, and followed them both in. Reiji-chan, who was planning to murder Hime-chan, attacked her and knocked her out so she wouldn't fight back. Jumping in to save her, Hiro-chan wrestled the knife away from Reiji-chan, struggled a bit, and turned the tables and stabbed him. But like after the adrenaline wore off, Hiro-chan saw what he did and panicked. He moved the crime scene around to frame Hime-chan for it, then ran off to secure his alibi.
I'm not sure how to feel about that theory.
Not implausible. I ran into Okabe-sama downstairs this morning, which was rather unusual.
I don't think that's what actually happened. But I think it's good that we're talking about other possibilities, one, and two, it is really suspicious that he just left out testimony. And I can see why she's like, hey, maybe it's this guy now.
Whoa. You actually think I did it?
I think he's, I think he's too much of a, for lack of a better word, wuss to kill somebody. I don't think he'd be able to. I don't mean that in like a mean-spirited way. I just don't think he has that in him to that degree. At least not on purpose. Not like 3 knives like that. Maybe if he slipped on if he accidentally like threw something if he threw a banana peel on the ground and that killed somebody, I'd believe that.
Wrong, that's bogus! I couldn't have done any of that! No way!
What? This attitude of yours is just some fucking mental breakdown from stress or something?
Yeah.
Hiroshi.
No! This is a really big misunderstanding!
You lied in testimony, my guy. It looks real bad on you. You need to do something to show that
I was
that's
in the
not...
kitchen all night!
Yeah.
When would I have had the time to go kill somebody?
You were alone all night, as you've claimed yourself.
Yeah.
Unless somebody can confirm your alibi, that statement is doubtful at best.
Yeah.
Especially since you just lied about not seeing Kutsuki before he died.
Yeah.
And your current shift in attitude to this bizarre panic leaves you lacking nothing more than
suspicious.
Yeah.
What? Why is this happening? I didn't kill Kutsuki-san! It was Himari. She was found with him, wasn't she? She was even holding a knife and covered in blood and everything!
And yet you lied about testimony. I've only told the truths.
Look at me in comparison. I ain't got a drop of blood on me. And if you check that knife for fingerprints, mine wouldn't be on it, because I never touched it, ever!
Perhaps you cleaned yourself up with the washroom so near to the crime scene.
Disturbing my perfectly arranged medical supplies in the process. Oh my.
And I'd imagine if fingerprinting or other forms of DNA analysis were available, it would have been mentioned already.
You think I'd give you dweebs something that fancy? Dream on.
Just like, you think I'd give you the answer that easy? Nah.
There's no fun in such easy proceedings. Dance. Dance for me.
You disgust me in the joy you get from this.
I think the old cat's very interesting because he's not denying that he used to do the same thing. Like, this has obviously happened a few times at this point. We've seen like the picture of the older class, all the remnants of the other people that used to be here, right? If this didn't happen, something happened here, right? But he's like, this guy doesn't take joy in doing this. He's just like, this is the job. This is what we have to do. Versus,
Himari is still the most suspicious one.
Hiroshi.
No, you. Shut up! I know you did it, and now you're trying to pin it on me.
Hiroshi, listen.
You're trying to drag me into your murder.
Trying to find out who the actual murderer is.
I'm gonna prove it! I'm gonna prove that you did it!
Not good. He's completely panicking. Not going to listen to reason at this rate. But he's missing something. Something important. He does have an alibi.
He does? What's my evidence? Was it the cat's testimony? Claim that Carlson fixed him up like, oh, okay. Yes, yeah. I mean, that's not in his testimony. Turn on a light, didn't see who it was. Damp bandages. Count Hiroshi then heard a shattering noise followed by a scream. He escorted Ogasawara to the sound of the bathroom and Count Hiroshi then heard a glass shattering noise and followed by a scream which laid on the ground. I think Jiryu's testimony would be the corresponding thing. Either that or that the kitchen was fully cleaned up. But theoretically, you could still do that and do the murder and all that.
I have to calm him down and prove that to him, or this could get really bad for all of us here.
Alright, I'm gonna do the cards again. Got my skill card. Let's just get some cards, you know? Let's just start, we just get our cards going. Oh, I can see how many cards they have, I see, so I need to be paying attention to that more. So... blue beats yellow. I don't have anything for that. I'm gonna just draw again and see if he hits. Okay. So, now, red beats blue. That I can do. So, 4, 2, 2.
So?
And then...
I didn't do anything!
Red beats blue. I don't have that. I do now. Green. Yellow beats green.
I don't care!
Blue. Okay. Green beats red.
So?
Okay.
I didn't do anything!
Yellow beats green. Oh. Okay, that's red. I can hit that with a green and then hit some with some lower cards here.
I didn't do anything! Hey, let me talk!
I will not. Okay. Blue, red beats blue. So I can do this and then slap another number on. Get those forward. How do all the evidence cards are for in these situations? so now if he does a skill card, he's gonna get hit hard.
So?
I'll let that fill up before I draw. It's good to let your bar fill up if they take an action that doesn't get rid of it. Okay, so we're gonna use this. And this. And now, red beats blue. I have the red. So I can do this. Combo green. Grab this here. And now, let's see. Blue beats yellow, so I can really combo this out.
You're suspicious!
I think I can combo this to the end. And then let that fill up.
Hiroshi, please calm down.
How am I supposed to calm down? I know I didn't do it! You did! But now everyone is suspecting me!
I didn't do it either, dumbass.
There's nobody to back me up! I don't have an alibi!
I mean, it doesn't state it in the evidence, but Nyan Sofu was there the whole time. So he woke up some point last night. He was the one who made him clean it. Well, let's see if he agrees to being in the nurse's office. No. That's not it. Okay. It was his testimony. My thing is, it doesn't say it in the evidence card. It should say that in the evidence card. That's what I would have done if it said it in the evidence card.
I didn't do anything!
Oh my gosh, you just hit for all of that. Alright. You know what? We're gonna do this. I don't know which one it's gonna copy, but let's do it one of them. Okay, so it's 8. Or it's screen 8. That music is louder for some reason. So we can do yellow combo and just get this going.
Hiroshi, please!
How am I supposed to
Calm down.
There's nobody to back me up! I don't have an alibi!
Do I have to have the evidence card in my hand when I beat him? Is that what it is? Is it like I need to make sure I already have the card? Because the Spotless Kitchen would back him up, I feel like. No? It is the testimony. I'm just being dumb. It's Nyan Sofu's testimony. I'm being dumb. I just need to take the card they keep giving me.
I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything!
I messed up. I just messed up. Alright. Red beats blue, so we're gonna do this. Let that fill up. Hit another one. Hit another one. And let that finish. It's his testimony. I was just being dumb. That's just me not knowing. So we do not Nyan Sofu's. That's why it was appearing every time. It doesn't say in the card. That's what bothers me. That was part of his testimony when he gave it, but
Please, just listen to me for a second.
it's not listed in the evidence as part of his testimony.
No, I won't! Why should I listen to...
Enough! Continue, Sonata.
Thank you. Hiroshi, you were in the kitchen all last night doing the dishes, right?
Yeah, but
You said you weren't allowed to leave until you had the place spotless.
Yeah, but that was only because of... Oh.
Oh? The fuck you mean, oh?
That's right. It was because of that cat. He held you up in the kitchen all night until all of the dishes were done.
He also made me make sure the place was clean, top to bottom. I haven't got a chance to sleep at all.
You know what? That's pretty fair, his behavior, actually, thinking about it. He has not slept yet. This whole time.
And you would have been done faster if you didn't dilly-dally and let it get that bad in the first place!
He's not wrong.
And yo! How many times do I have to tell you that my name is...
And since he was there in the kitchen watching you all night, he can corroborate your account. He's your alibi.
Sorry. But, yeah, see, I wasn't...
Can we really believe it, though? I mean, like, that thing was the one who brought us here in the first place.
That's fair, but also, like, if we can't believe that the information they're giving us is true, what's the point of them doing this whole game, you know?
Like, who's to say he didn't help you with, you know, the murder stuff?
Man, that'd be a crazy twist if you think about it. Can you imagine one of these death game games where, like, every time you do it and you catch the culprit quotation marks, that actually wasn't the culprit at all. They just let everyone think it was, just so the death game could continue. And I guess the actual culprit would know and be like, hey, why didn't I get out? Unless they threaten that person with, like, hey, you'll get out if you survive to X number or something. You know, they could make that happen, I suppose.
Wouldn't that be a violation of the rules?
I mean, I don't see exactly why it would be. The rules said that Nianus isn't allowed to mess with the experiment in any meaningful way, but that isn't Nianus. Not anymore, anyway. So maybe the rules work differently for him.
Interesting.
Quite an interesting observation, Hanabusa-sama. Nianus, do the rules work that way?
I'm keeping quiet for now. I want to see how you all decide this works.
It's interesting that she's finding all these things like this.
What? You can't do that! As their overseer, you are bound to...
Oh, cannon, Yana Tofu! I ain't bound to anything besides some flimsy rules and me saying nothing breaks none of them.
No! Come on, tell us, please!
Well, unless the cat yokai says otherwise, my theory holds up.
I'm not so sure about that, Hanabusa-san.
What? Why are you arguing about this? If Hiro-chan's the guilty one, that proves you're innocent, right?
Yes, but if he is not actually the one who did it, I still die.
Well, kind of, but...
Kind of? Isn't that what you want?
I want to live, and I want all of you to live. Why is this such a hard concept for everybody?
I really don't believe Hiroshi is the one who did this. Even if he doesn't believe the same for me. However, I'm sure that there's a way to prove it.
Youch. Like, bro's gotta be looking hard at his life right now. Like, can you imagine somebody being like, somebody gets proved innocent that you were like so just doggedly trying to make him guilty, and they just turn the other cheek and they're like, look, I don't think they did it. When it gets turned around on you, they're like, I don't think they did it. I didn't do it. I don't think they did. It's something, you know, like, that's, guy's got to be looking at himself so hard right now. Like,
I'm sure there's evidence that can prove that Hiroshi and Yana Sofu were in the kitchen all night.
so the kitchen's spotless. It's not one of those. At least I wouldn't. Laramari Vent autopsy report. It'd have to be the... Oh, it's because if the box was empty, then... Oh no, because he could have taken that, right? The vent? I don't know how the vent or the autopsy report... It would have to be the box out of those. Oh, we're about to... Sometimes someone will say something that may be useful elsewhere. You can absorb any highlighted things with... Oh, I see.
Are you sure he's innocent?
I see.
Because I'm pretty sure that thing's lying.
I'm not lying, I promise.
Just give me points to shoot
Please,
through
you're
stuff.
shaking like a fucking leaf. That lard ass has a point for once.
What do you mean for once?
Still not sure it means he's guilty. But he's definitely more suspicious now.
I promise you, no bogus. I'm telling the truth. I was held up all night by that old cat. He wasn't gonna let me go
until the kitchen was spotless. Blah, 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 blah. I know, it doesn't matter. Save it for the judge, Hiro-chan, because I'm not buying it.
Sounds really suspicious, Hiroshi.
You got that too, right?
I didn't see any greens. Am I stupid?
Hanabusa contradicted herself. You can make use of that. Sometimes all it takes to disprove someone's claim is to throw their own words right back at them.
Yeah.
I see.
Something she said contradicts her own point. Okay.
Are you sure he's innocent? Because I'm pretty sure that thing's lying.
I'm not lying, I promise.
Interesting.
Please, you're shaking like a fucking leaf. That lard ass has a point for once.
What do you mean for once?
Still not sure it means he's guilty. But he's definitely more suspicious now.
I promise you, no bogus. I'm telling the truth. I was held up all night by that old cat. He wasn't gonna let me go
until the kitchen was spotless. Blah, 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 blah. I know, it doesn't matter.
Ah, I see.
Save it for the judge, Hiro-chan, because I'm not buying it.
So you can... It turns green after you grab it.
Are you sure he's innocent?
So I grab it from that and let it loop around.
That's not true!
I'm digging the music.
The kitchen itself
Oh,
should
there it
prove
goes.
Roshi's story. I don't know how many of you were able to check, but the kitchen was spotless this morning when I went to investigate. Moichi was with me and can confirm this too.
Correct. I was with Himari in the kitchen. It was clean.
While Nyanis and Yanasofu seem rather advanced.
Him? Nyanusofu? Oh, you ignorant dwarf!
At least let her talk before we kill her.
Their small structure and limited mobility would make it impossible to clean the kitchen that thoroughly by themselves.
I can't believe the youth nowadays! No respect for their elders at all! I'll have you know this!
Affirmative.
Huh?
Nyanusofu's mechanics are very simple. He can hold himself up and operate, but proper maintenance of this facility is undeniably beyond his capabilities.
Hey! You don't need to tell them all that! Those are trade secrets!
Trade secret.
Trade secret schmeekrits, old timer. Your circuits are barely able to keep up with these kids.
Good grief. Shut up already. Subjecting me to this depraved experiment is already an insult. But mustn't be overseen by such vapid clowns.
Yeah.
Oh, my lady, I urge you to remain calm. Such rage may imbalance your humors.
Your humors! Bro! You still grew up in modern... Well, not modern for us, but modern for him. You still grew up in, like, the 1980s. Humors aren't a thing anymore, my guy. You didn't grow up in the medieval times. You're humors.
Oh, alas. Where were we? The kitchen.
I saw a video earlier. It was really stupid. It was like, it was a medicine commercial for, medieval medicine. It was like, you know how you see the pharmaceutical commercials, but it was for like a medieval medicine, and it was just... So I saw my apothecary, and he gave me a dead rat to hang around my neck, and that fixed my stomach pain. It was stupid.
I can promise the kitchen was clean. I got a bit hungry during everything and went back to the kitchen for some food before we came here.
Good boy.
You went and had a snack in the middle of a murder case?
He's like 5. Or, how old is he? Does it say? height, weight, chest, blood type. Gives chest measurements? That's interesting. Birthday, November 12th. No, it doesn't say. Okay. He's a child. Come on.
But see,
He's
the
hungry.
kitchen could have only been cleaned by
Grown boy.
Hiroshi.
It's a grown boy. He needs sustenance.
And to do all that, it would have left him with almost no time to commit a murder.
And Hamari couldn't make breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's tense. Everyone's so hangry.
That makes sense.
Boy got no breakfast from Hamari.
Damn. Really thought I was onto something there. Even checked the kitchen and everything. It's no big deal.
So this means Hiroshi couldn't have killed Kutsuki-san.
Imari,
That isn't good enough. In my line of work, you quickly learn how much of a difference no time and almost no time can really make when it comes to murder. And Okabe still had enough time to potentially kill Kutsuki.
Fair.
I agree. While the current circumstances make it more and more improbable that Okabe-san is our culprit, it's not yet impossible.
What? Are you serious? Isn't this enough? I'm telling you, I didn't do it!
It wasn't good enough when Hamari said she didn't do it.
It could have been what? A few minutes? That's enough time.
Did he really do it? But he's so kind and silly.
He is very kind and silly. Thank you, Benjiro. What a good boy.
Did he do it?
I'm sorry, I just had like a strange thought. If one of the bees stung somebody and they had an allergy, would Benjiro be the murderer because he brought the bees in and the bees are his weapon? Or would we have to convict the bee to execution? Well, no, because the bee would already die, because bees die when they sting people. Huh. Sorry.
Everyone seems to believe that Hiroshi still had time to kill Katsuki-san, but was that really possible?
Or we couldn't have had enough time to do it. Let's see. What would have proved he didn't have enough time? Well, he encountered Hiroshi as well, right?
Got it! Shiraki-san,
Like Junior
you
saw
told
him
me
in the
earlier
morning.
that you ran into Hiroshi this morning before Kutsuki-san's body was found, right?
Aye, it's as you say. If I remember correctly, he came from the direction of the elevator rather than a classroom. Had he been downstairs before my lady and I, it would have been impossible to falsify his trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't long after I ran into you that we heard the glass shatter.
Aye, that is also true.
Glass shattering? Explain.
Oh, have we not explained this yet? Okabe-sama and I heard the sound of glass shattering and ran forth to find its source. Then, moments later, we were alerted by an even louder scream coming from classroom 1C.
That would have been me when I woke up.
The glass caught our attention, but Himari's screaming was what got us to the classroom.
Pardon me, but I'm confused by what you mean. Broken glass? There are no glass structures within this building facility that could have smashed.
Yes, 'twas rather vexing upon hearing it. But during the investigation, we found shattered glass on the ground near to the body.
I watched the servant point out something glimmering from the floor, so I corroborate the glass's presence. No one moved it under our watch.
Oh dear, Sonata-san. Surely you didn't cut yourself on the shards? Maybe Reiji-chan's sunglasses broke. That would explain it.
Impossible. The glass of his lenses were tinted, while the glass at the crime scene was not.
I mean, there were coffee beans everywhere. I feel like they should. I feel like those two should already know it was they saw the beans.
Speaking of, I don't think I saw his sunglasses at the scene either. Did anybody else notice them?
Nay, neither I nor my lady saw them at the crime scene.
I wonder if those were in the fire that she was looking at, the fire disposal thing. I don't know.
I didn't think to check his bedroom, though I guess it'd be kind of weird for him to leave without them.
Yeah, why didn't we check his bedroom? That's a good point.
He had them when he stopped by the kitchen.
I doubt it's of any importance. The culprit here was clearly an amateur. Only confident killers take trophies.
But if it was not the sunglasses, what else could have shattered Ben?
I mean, it's still weird that his sunglasses were on.
There was other stuff on the floor besides the glass and blood that can clearly give clarity to what it could be. That was not the case, but that's where the glass came from.
Oh my gosh, I should need to, this should just be obvious. I'm sorry, this should not need a whole minigame for this. They saw it. There were coffee beans on the ground with the glass. We literally said during the evidence thing, oh hey, my thing broke. And had a full discussion with them about the thing break. Alright. Cosmodores, trial. Something important's on the tip of Amari's tongue, but she needs a little help finding the word. Within the clinical trial, Cosmodores is a shoot 'em up where your goal is to spell the correct word by collecting letters from the enemies. Shooting at the enemy with space will destroy it, but firing a missile with R will collect the letter it's carrying. You know, avoid dive attacks, you can use shift to focus and briefly slow down and hit enemies. Oh. It was space to grab and then space, or wait. Oh, R space fires are okay. Where'd the shattered glass come from? The coffee. So if I think missile grabs, right? No. No? How do I? What grabs the letter? Unless I'm supposed to grab it like that? Nope. Did I just take damage? Okay, no, I took damage from that. Can I get another explanation? I misunderstood something. Because neither of these is grabbing a letter unless I'm just wrong. Would it be the vial? Is it that it's a vial? That doesn't grab either of those. Why are those grayed out? I mean, it's the coffee beans, right? So it would be beans? I feel like it would have to be... If it's vial, it'd be... In A... Do I have to get the V first? I can't... It doesn't let me get the V. Unless I... Do I gotta get the ones around it? I'm confused at... Oh, here, I can grab that, right? It's the missile? Oh yeah, V-I. Okay, yeah, I did... I'm stupid. A, or L, yeah. I need an A. There's no A. Whoa. Why is the A grayed out? Why is the A grayed out? There's what I need. Oh my god. Hit the A. Thank you. Okay, so it was the missile. I just
think I
messed
might
up.
have the
Okay.
answer.
You know, I always whenever I watch other people do Let's Plays, you know when you're watching, you're like, man, how's that guy not getting it? It's different when you're doing it. You feel real stupid when you're doing it.
But it's probably going to implicate me again. It's likely that one of my coffee vials was shattered against the floor, which was what left all the glass there.
Yeah.
You did mention that they're pretty fragile, so shattering it like that does make sense.
Hopefully we've earned enough goodwill for people to not just shout us back into guilty. Like, we're implicating ourselves with this.
That would also explain this item I found at the scene. While I was taking care of my situation this morning, I faintly heard the crashing sound as well, and followed afterwards.
I'm not sure what that is.
Before we were all called to the gym, I felt myself step on something strange. I decided to keep hold of it, just to be safe.
Lucky you stepped on the cork instead of the glass, huh, Ogasawara-san?
Interesting.
Wait, you walked off with evidence?
I returned to the crime scene, so it's unlikely it mattered. Rather, it seems to have proven useful. Surely, a trinket like this played a role in the killer's plan. Evidence they would be incapable of hiding. So, for it to be absent upon returning to the crime scene. How fortunate. That's surely a stroke of good luck. Luck makes a predator arrogant. Arrogance turns a predator into prey.
God damn it, we're getting nowhere with this shit! All these retarded fucking theories aren't getting us anywhere but right back where we started! The first one was the right one!
I mean, that's a fair bleep. I think they're fair bleeps. I'm of the opinion if you feel the need to bleep it, just don't. Why is it in here? Or is it like a setting? Is it because I have like a streamer mode on or something? I don't think there's anything like that. Oh, there's a sensitive language filter, that's why. Okay. So you can turn that off. I'll leave it. It's whatever. I don't know. That's just me. I think it's funny the sensitive language filter does those words, but doesn't get like, you know, fuck, shit, ass, any of that. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Crazy coffee bitch murdered his ass, and she's been dragging this out for far too long!
Even the rest of the words that I just said. If you're like saying stuff that would offend a specific person or group of people, B word I feel like would fall in that category. Just saying.
Man, shut the hell up! Even if you still believe it's Hime-chan, that doesn't give you the right to be saying any of that!
I'm getting hung up on silly things. He's right, though. All I've been doing is try to prove my innocence. Only for it to loop back to me all over again.
Moichi, you believe in me, right?
I choose to believe in the facts of the case. And right now, the facts are pointing more at you than in any other direction. I'm sorry.
Fair.
No.
Not a great brother in that instance, but a good prosecutor. You gotta look, man. My thing is like, actually, I shouldn't even say good prosecutor. She's done enough here to show, like, hey, if I was, because if she was guilty, right? Why prove that other guy's innocence? Just let, if he had gotten convicted, that would have been it. She would have got free. She would have been fine. That's not what happened.
Moichi, please. You have to believe.
Don't use that line on me right now. Please. Don't make this even harder for me.
Moichi.
Quiet. Stop with your senseless crying, trying to prove your innocence through nothing more than your emotions. You have previously directed the conversation with evidence. If you're innocent, prove it.
Thank you. That is a fair statement. Emotions are hard right now, but the only way to figure this out is with logics and stuff. She's right, but what else can I do? Is there even anything I can do? I know I didn't do it, but no one believes me. Not even Moichi. It's hard when nobody believes you. Is this where I just give up? Do I just accept this so I don't have to do this anymore? You can't give up hope like that. You can't do it. But I don't want to die. I don't want us to die. Yeah, you got more than just yourself here, lady. It's one thing if you want to give up and let yourself die. I don't think that's good either. I will say, but you know, if that's your choice, that's your choice. It's another to give up and let all these people die because you gave up.
What do I...
Himari-san? I believe in you.
Thank you. Such a sweetheart. What a good girl. Very nice. Nice robot, whatever you are. Oh, hey, that's the save point for the middle. We're gonna keep going, though.
I believe in you, Himari-san.
Kaguya is great.
Kaguya-san.
That's right. I can't give up here.
Sometimes you need that encouragement, you know? It helps. It does a lot. You know, I think nowadays, you don't see it as much, you know, people giving like that genuine encouragement. But sometimes that's all you need to get going again.
At least one person still believes in me, and I should be able to believe in myself too. For me. For everyone.
Yeah. Trust level up, Himari Sanada.
Thank you, Kaguya-san.
Oh, poor darling. Don't worry. I understand your position, Kaguya-san. Oh, I hate to see such a beautiful specimen waste herself on such cruelty.
Well, I wouldn't put it like that.
But in order to survive ourselves, I simply must help redirect your flawed thought process.
It's really the point where if I give up, it's all over. Thank you for your faith in me, Kaguya-san. Now I must show my faith in you.
War of the Words. Autopsy, Erica's testimony to herself was readied by smeared blood. Okay.
Oh, I'm afraid we have been neglecting the obvious for a while. Sonata-san was spotted at the crime scene.
I was.
Spotted at the crime scene?
God, what a fucking pain.
It's quite simple, you know. She stabs Kutsuki-san 3 times, and then shoves his body aside and covers herself and the floor in his blood.
Checks out. Let's just get this over with.
Shoves the body aside.
No point prolonging the inevitable.
Prolonging the inevitable.
Oop. I hit the wrong thing.
They still think that I did and are coming up with theories to back up their claims. I have to stop them. My words alone won't be enough to convince them. But no one can deny evidence. I won't let it end here.
Oh, I'm afraid we have been neglecting the obvious for a while. Sonata-san was spotted at the crime scene.
Spotted at the crime scene?
God, what a fucking pain.
It's quite simple, you know. She stabs Kutsuki-san 3 times, and then shoves his body aside and covers herself and the floor in his blood.
Oh my, that was quite loud in the song. Though I failed to see the connection between the elements here presented.
Well, yeah, I messed up. Man, I suck at this.
I'm afraid we have been neglecting the obvious for a while.
Oop.
Sonata-san was spotted at the crime scene.
Spotted at the crime scene?
God, what a fucking pain.
It's quite simple, you know. She stabs Kutsuki-san 3 times, and then shoves his body aside and covers herself and the floor in his blood.
Checks out. Let's just get this over with. No point prolonging the inevitable.
Trying to think of.
Prolonging the inevitable.
Oh, I'm afraid we have been neglecting. Sonata-san was spotted at the crime scene.
Can't absorb that.
Spotted at the crime scene?
God, what a fucking pain.
It's quite simple. She stabs Kutsuki-san.
He also broke a nose. No, not about that. Man, I'm about to die. I'm actually like.
Sonata-san was
Feel like I might be done.
Spotted at the crime scene?
God, what a fucking pain.
I mean,
It's quite simple, you know. She stabs Kutsuki-san 3 times, and then shoves his body aside and covers herself and the floor.
is that it?
That's not true!
Yeah, because he was laying flat on his back. I mean...
Hakude-san, are you sure that's how things happened? Moichi's analysis of the crime scene concluded that Kutsuki-san was stabbed while flat on his back and hadn't been moved.
I feel like, in a lot of these games, you see, like, the uber-competent person not caring as much as they should, or the person that should be uber-competent, I should say. Like, in this case, it's, like, 10 times worse. Like, I feel like the ultimate prosecutor should be making a lot of these claims, not the ultimate coffee person, you know, or ultimate barista.
I can concede that Kutsuki-san was never moved. I understand that now. But you were still covered in his blood after all. You only got to after killing him, no?
No, I was dragged across his body while I was unconscious. How else would...
Could you not just as easily have dragged yourself across his body?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was on my ass. What, did I, like, stab him a few times and then, like, rub my butt on the corpse? Like, what are you insinuating here?
Simply put, you did so to frame yourself, to present the idea that another had incriminated you.
I'm still thinking it might be her.
Oh, what a devilish plot, Sonata-san.
Just because of the drugging.
I ain't listening to anything I'm saying anymore. I just have to try and get my point across. I've still got my back against the wall here. Let's do or die, Himari.
Card battle! Alright. Activate skill card, then discard one debate card. Alright. So, I'm just gonna draw some cards. Play 2 random debate cards in the arena. Okay, that's fine. Now that you did that, you had to discard some cards. So blue gets hit easy by red. Boom, 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 and hit a little extra.
Plausible, indeed.
Okay.
That is plausible, indeed.
I'll let that fill up. It's good to let that fill up, you know? Alright.
That is plausible, indeed.
Let's use our skill again. I don't know if she can repop her skill or not, but it's good to have that way to go, you know? I'm digging the music. This game has good music. I don't have a lot of yellows I can do here, but I can still do some damage. Oh. She has other skills too.
You cut it all wrong,
I still got it in
Hakude-san.
time though.
Why, Sonata-san, my theory seems rather plausible to me.
I'm sure it does.
You could have easily gotten the blood on yourself if you'd killed him.
I mean, I'd have blood on the front of me, surely, wouldn't I?
This is it!
Like, it'd be weird for it to only be on the back of me if I did the
Hakude-san,
stabbing.
please listen to me.
Like, blood squirts out, you know? At least with big wounds like that.
Oh, what is it, darling?
Yes, I was covered in blood. But the important part is where the blood was. It was only on the back of my pants and across my hands. Not only that, but the way the blood looked. It wasn't a splatter, but a drag.
I concur. the blood there looked strange for Sanada-sama to have been the point of origin.
Not to mention, if I'd been the one to stab him, wouldn't I have blood all over my front as well?
Thank you.
Oh my, that does make sense. I know even I'd have trouble doing an operation backwards after all.
That's all you have to say after that waste of time?
Oh, I do apologize. I had some of my own theories surrounding the crime scene and simply hadn't gotten the chance to speak up yet.
Fair.
Didn't even go to the crime scene.
Yeah, actually, wait a sec. She didn't?
Talking about doing something backwards, wouldn't it have been possible you stabbed him behind yourself?
Yes, but then it would be on my back as well, not just the back of my pants. Also, just how?
It's not exactly an easy feat, but it's possible you could have anticipated this. Spider walked over him and stabbed him that way, no?
Spider walked? Are you Spider-Man or something?
Spider-Man. Spectacular, amazing Spider-Man.
That isn't not possible.
It's a double negative.
Fingerprints are not even though we cannot check for. Their hands should be handprints at the crime scene if that is true.
Yeah, if my hands were covered in blood, you'd think there'd be more handprints, yeah.
But investigating when I the crime scene, completely missing. No trace of any handprints at all.
Did the knife have blood handprints on it?
I see.
I guess it would
My
be covered in
apologies
blood
for the
either way.
interruption then.
Okay, now if I can, I'd like to recap everything we know so far. And if I miss anything, please speak up. So, this morning, I received a letter from Kutsuki-san, telling me to meet him in classroom 1C. I made my way there after receiving the letter. Once inside, I was knocked out, then dragged across Kutsuki-san's body while unconscious. They must have put the knife in my hand too while they were at it. Then, I was left to wake up and be framed as the killer, which seemed to have worked, as my scream brought Shiraki-san and Hiroshi to the scene, making it seem like they had caught me red-handed. Have I left anything else out?
No,
That's everything we've been able to figure out.
no big
The
objections.
evidence points to your innocence at the moment, though it is still currently hypothetical. But for now, it might be better for us to operate on the assumption that Himari is innocent.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Benjiro.
What is it, Minazuka-san?
You said you went to sleep, but then you just woke up. Were you tired, Himari-chan?
No, I was hard drugged.
No. I was knocked out. I'm still not sure by what, though.
What do you mean you're not sure? Were you, like, hit in the head or something?
No, that would have left some sort of mark if that happened. Oh, right! After I walked into the classroom, someone put their hand over my mouth. Then I felt a sharp pain in my side. Like I was stabbed with something. Ah!
Himari? What are you?
Of course, a servant like you would resort to.
No, that's
Why
not
is
what
that
I'm
everyone's
doing.
assumption of me? Why does everyone think I'm sleeping around? I'm just a coffee chick. I'm just checking where I got stabbed. Get your minds out of the gutter, people.
If I got stabbed, then there should be a wound, right?
I remember that I felt like it around here. I don't see much, but there's a small red mark. What did I get hit with?
Oh, that's a puncture mark for sure. I can tell just from the way it looks.
So I did get stabbed with something.
It seems quite possible. It looks identical to a needle puncture site.
Thank you,
Well, it
Erica.
is certainly plausible. But Are we sure it's not from elsewhere?
It's interesting they did the side like that. I assumed it was in like the neck or something. I couldn't remember. It's been a minute since I last recorded.
Maybe one of Minasuga-san's bees, for instance?
They die.
Don't talk about my bees like that!
That's a face.
I know bees are scary to people sometimes. But my bees are kind. They protect me. They'd never sting someone, no matter how mean they were being. Including it with. They wouldn't be able to be with me if they did.
You know, I just realized if anyone does try and kill that kid, they have to go through an army of bees. That kid's pretty dang safe.
Outside of a severe allergy, these things are minor injuries for humans, but they are fatal to the attacking bee.
Yeah. Because, like, to be honest, if Bee Kid died, it would literally be, alright, everyone stripped down, we're gonna see who has a bee sting. You know? We're gonna see who got a bunch of bee stings. Like, if it's not on their face, it'll be on something.
It's a last resort attack. And last I checked, the 7 bees that have been swarming him are all still alive.
Yeah! Don't make up lies about my friends like that!
Yeah.
Wait, poacher sight? I knew it! You were taken by aliens!
We'll add that to the pool of theories. We won't rule it out, but I wouldn't go that far with it yet.
God damn it, not this shit again!
The aliens! They take it to Sanada-san, and then they probed her to steal her likeness! The real Sanada-san was taken away for her own nefarious intentions! And then the one in front of us is an imposter!
I could be an alien. I could be a fake one.
Oh, somebody shut him the fuck up!
You know, I think he's making a point, guys.
Ignore Ishikami-san. I'm curious, very curious about your suggestion, Hoshisaki-san. Why would you think that?
Oh, you fucking encourage him!
Well, when I woke up this morning, I was watching over the railing, like I always do every morning, and I saw it.
Saw what?
You being cloned, Sanada-san! The clone attacked her and dragged her away!
Interesting. Oh, they were in my room. They could have grabbed some of my clothes. Oh my god. They could have dressed like me.
Are we seriously entertaining the delusional bullshit of this complete fucking lunatic?
All avenues must consider be to reach the truth, Ishikami-san.
I have respect for whoever her voice actor is to do that sentence.
Yeah, but like... we're talking about Himari getting kidnapped by aliens and cloned here. It's kinda hard to swallow, to say the least.
I'm not really sure about this myself, to be honest. But it doesn't look like this conversation is going to steer any other direction. Noe-san says we need to consider all avenues, even this outlandish one.
I mean, nurse's office, but if somebody else wore my clothes, that could explain, because if each of my outfits had a vial in it, because I think we found the vial in the outfit, right? They could have broke the vial when wearing my outfit. Maybe it didn't come from me.
Can you recount what you saw, Hoshisaki-san?
This is gonna be fucking rich.
This morning, I was up early watching the first floor from the banister. And that's when I saw them! Sanada-san's doppelganger!
How would a doppelganger even get in if we can't get out?
Be now quiet and letting him finish.
The alien grabbed Sanada-san from behind. Then he jabbed his concoction into her. That's Sanada-san before us. At best, she's nothing more than a mindless drone! Or worse, the alien doppelganger herself!
What the fuck are we
I think he's
bothering
right.
with this freak?
I think I know enough to tell that I'm not an alien doppelganger or mindless drone. But I shouldn't dismiss what he's saying entirely. As outlandish as his story is, there might be some truth to it.
Can you recount what you saw, Hoshisaki-san?
This is gonna be fucking rich.
This morning, I was up early watching the first floor from the banister. And that's when I saw them! Sonata's doppelganger!
How would a doppelganger even get in if we can't get out?
Be now quiet and letting him finish.
I mean...
The alien grabbed Sonata-san from behind. Then he jabbed his concoction into her. That's Sonata-san before us. At best, she's nothing more than a mindless drone!
Oh, I need to do Erica's testimony with jab the concoction.
Can you recount what you saw?
This is gonna be fucking
This morning, I was up early watching, and that's when I saw them.
How would a doppelganger even get in?
Be now quiet and letting him...
The alien grabbed Sonata-san from behind. Then he jabbed his concoction into her.
Yeah, that's right!
The glasses! I love it.
That reminds me. Hoshisaki-san? Thank you.
What? Why is the alien clone thinking me? No. Have I made a mistake?
I don't think there are any alien clones. But you are right about what I might have been stabbed with. Hakure-san, during the investigation, you mentioned something about the supplies going missing from the cabinet in the nurse's office?
Quite so. I have been keeping an incredibly close eye on the supplies in the nurse's office. Oh, but troublingly, many of our supplies had gone missing this past night, and the cabinet left in disarray. Oh, it's dreadful.
So curious. I'm still trying to think of, like... I still feel like top suspects are, like, rich lady and bodyguard guy, probably. Because it's either that, or it's, like... either soldier or lumberjack got violent and are now just trying to push the blame. That's why they were pushing so hard at the start. But I think they were just doing that because of their personality. First I thought it might be her because of the puncture thing, but now that we've convinced her, hey, there's more going on, she's actually helping a lot. And saying a lot of things that would get her caught if they were true.
Could you repeat what went missing between the night before the murder and the morning of?
Let's see. There were a set of bandages, a tranquilizer, and a syringe. Which does line up with your testimony, Sonata-san.
I mean, theoretically, but aliens wouldn't need to take...
I don't think it makes sense for me to knock myself out and then somehow drag myself over the body.
All right, Himari. You've more than proven your innocence for the time being. But further evidence may still overturn that.
Thanks.
Why is she still reluctant to believe me? Do you have no other ideas for who could have done this? I mean, I still don't know either.
Something's still bothering me.
Then speak up about it.
Well, if Sonata's telling the truth about that letter, and it was sent by Kutsuki, and if Akabe's saying Kutsuki took the knife...
Then it would mean, most likely, that it was Kutsuki who planned to murder Himari.
Interesting.
I'd forgotten about that implication. Kutsuki-san was planning to murder me?
It obviously failed, but we need to figure out why.
Someone else killed Kutsuki. That leaves the question of your sister. Why not just kill her too?
Yeah, what dumbass would just leave her alive?
That's a good point, actually. Like, why didn't... I mean, well, to frame her for the murder, of course, but, like...
The one that wanted to frame her! Duh! So it leave us with a suspect we all thought was obvious, and they could easily pin it on.
This conversation has circled.
Huh? What do you mean? We've proven Hime-chan's innocence, haven't we?
We have discussed similar points repeatedly and only added minor details. Though Sonata is seeming less suspicious than before, I do not believe she is yet fully trustworthy.
Why's that? Himari-chan's so nice.
To you, perhaps.
I brought you breakfast. I cooked it for everyone, and I brought it to your room. What the heck, Sakuya? What the heck?
However, she had quite a different approach to me.
What do you mean?
Aikawa-san?
When she cornered me in the storage room 2 nights ago, she told me she could have poisoned the meals she was bringing me.
What? Wait,
That is not how... That leaves out so much context.
Is that not what you said, Sonata?
No, I was saying that because...
Because I distrusted you, as should be done in this situation. Murder may have already been on Sonata's mind. Furthermore, Okabe, you injured your leg a few days ago, correct?
Yeah, I did hurt my leg a little.
This gives Sonata an opportunity to have checked the medicine cabinet's contents. She would have discovered the tranquilizer was present there.
Hey now, hold on a sec. What's your deal? You haven't even been
You know,
investigating, and now you're coming out here and saying all this?
Thinking about this, if you murder somebody in this, right? Like, you're already killing everyone if you don't get caught. Everyone dies but you, right? Like, you're the only one who gets out. This entire thing is going off of the theory that I'm really freaking stupid. Because if she was smart, like if Amari was smart, right? Everyone's been eating all her meals every day for the past X amount of days. The only person who was not eating her meals was the robot chick, and even she ate it the one time, not the other time. So, like, all she had to do, if she wanted to escape, is literally just poison the whole everything one day. That's it. And if she grabbed at least all but one, even if one person didn't eat it, then it's their word versus theirs, and it just goes to a stalemate. I don't know what happens in the stalemate in a trial. But even then, like, all she had to do was, like, wait for the day where it was everybody and then put something in the food she cooked. If she really and there would have been no trial because it would have been just her. Like, there'd be nobody to vote as guilty.
So, suddenly, extra details are no longer welcome? Details that you emotionally cannot fully reconcile? Do you now doubt Sonata again, based on that fact?
This is what those cats want us to do. If we start doubting each other again, we'll never find out who did this.
I mean, we have to doubt each other to find out who did it. Somebody did something. Somebody did
I don't
something.
want to doubt my friends. Why do we have to keep doing this?
Because death is the alternative, Benjiro. Because death is the alternative.
What are you trying to say, Aikawa-san? Is there an answer we're missing?
Aye. Yet we cannot distrust every piece of information. And I assure you, my trust in my lady is absolute.
I haven't seen reason to suspect anybody here. Well, besides the killer, that is.
Ignorant. You don't even know who they are.
If you have hard evidence to prove someone is untrustworthy, Aikawa, present it.
Yeah. I don't... like, she's just saying stuff to say stuff right now. Like, she's not actually really making any points.
It is hard evidence, as you say, that has led us into this spiral.
I'm starting to think she did it. She's trying to muddy the waters.
But you ignore evidence that you have a negative emotional reaction to.
It's not evidence. You're saying, hey, she said that she could have poisoned the meals. She didn't.
I've ignored no evidence, Aikawa. Now, what do you present to prove someone is untrustworthy?
Yes, thank you. What are you putting forward here?
That's not a promising response.
Is Aikawa-san hiding something from us? Is that why she wants us to distrust each other? It's true that what we've been doing so far has been leading us around in circles, but the alternative is... I don't know what to believe anymore.
It's obviously reporting prosecutor. Alongside your normal evidence cards, you also find the talent cards in your hand. These can be used to apply your understanding of a character to a statement. While they can be required, they will sometimes allow you to take alternate paths throughout the trial. Oh, that's so cool!
Your faith in one another is holding you back. You allow emotion to obscure the truth.
Nothing we've discussed points to any other conclusion. The time for arguing is over. We have evidence, and evidence doesn't lie. If you have something concrete to prove otherwise, present it.
Mochi's right. There's no contradiction in the evidence. Trusting each other and trusting evidence really lead us astray? What would you do? What should I do?
Your faith in one another is holding you back. You allow emotion to obscure the truth.
No, that's not it. She'll try to refute us with evidence and a logical emotional response. You will not solve this debate the way you and him know how. Refrain from badgering her like that. She'll make the right choice. Right, Hamari? I have to make a choice? Oh, you guys are still at it? I have to cut you off here. Oh, dang it. Wait, don't just stop us yet. Hamari, you had your chance. Please, just give it up. I don't want to believe it, but who else could it be? No, this can't be happening. Radio, all of you please cast your votes now. And the results are in. It's a majority vote in favor of Hamari. Too bad, it's the wrong answer.
The wrong answer? Will all be executed.
I can't accept this outcome. Can I?
Yeah, so I got that wrong on what... I wasn't quite sure where to shoot the prosecutor card. I thought it would have just been like, hey, back to the evidence.
Hoshisaki?
Oh, we're all the way back here. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's get back to where we were. That's a lot of flashing lights. Oh my gosh. Oh, nobody has epilepsy.
Your faith in one another is holding you back. You allow emotion to obscure the truth.
Nothing we've discussed points to any other conclusion. The time for arguing is over. We have evidence, and evidence doesn't lie. If you have something concrete to prove otherwise, present it.
Your faith in one another is you allow emotion to obscure it.
Okay, it's not that one.
Your faith in one another is you allow emotion to
Nothing we've discussed points to any other. The time for arguing is over.
I don't know.
That's not true! Alright. Aikawa-san, I'll do what you suggest.
What? Are you
I don't exactly want to, but are we really going to get anywhere if we don't consider every possibility?
You're playing a very dangerous game, Sonata. However, that's not to say I trusted you regardless.
Right.
I feel everyone's eyes on me. I don't know if I'm making the right choice here. But we won't know until we try. Let's see. Is there anything in this case we haven't gone through yet?
Yeah. It would be the person in the nurse's office, I think, as well as these damn... There are a lot of things here we haven't gone over. It's the whole... I don't know which one they want me to present. But, stray coffee beans, maybe? Okay. The bandages? Okay. The testimony from her? Okay.
Miyoga-san, last night you mentioned you were staying in the nurse's office, correct?
Got no reason to lie about that.
You also mentioned that at some point last night, someone came into the nurse's office.
Yeah, around 2 or 3 in the morning.
The nurse's office was most likely visited by Kutsuki, considering he'd been planning the murder. Even then, this was long before he actually died.
Hold on now. I actually have my own doubts about when Kutsuki-san died this morning.
Inoue-san?
I don't think that's possible. He couldn't have died earlier than 5 o'clock this morning, given he's the one who attacked him on.
Sonata-san, didn't you see actually ever who did attack you?
No, I didn't see who it was. But it would have had to have been Kutsuki-san, right?
No, there is guess there's always the chance it was someone else, including if my theory of mine holds up.
Your theory?
Well, I did not get long time to inspect his body, so I did found it rather abnormal. Body had started to go into rigor mortis. Rigor mortis. What's that? Oh, no, rigor mortis. It's the state a body goes into after the person have died.
Basically saying he'd been dead for a bit.
Kutsuki-san's body was too far along to have died when now everyone said he did.
What? What you keep quiet about all this shit till now, you half-dead bitch?
To being honest, I did found it odd. There are many reasons for someone's body to be farther along than schedule. I wasn't fully confident in my theory.
If your theory is correct, what time would you say he died?
I'm not an expert on bodies being dead for less than the few million years at least. Although, if I had to make a guess, possibly sometime between 2 and 3 this morning.
2 and 3 this morning. Oh, wait, that's when Miyoga-san said she...
Supposedly saw someone else this morning, if she can be trusted.
You think I'm lying?
I ain't saying you truthin'.
If it was to cover up your crime, absolutely. Your claim is that you've been sleeping in the nurse's office rather than your own room. Our rooms aren't exactly comfortable, but the nurse's office is considerably worse. Which begs the question, why were you sleeping in there?
That is a strange claim, I have to admit. Maybe Miyoga-san has been lying this whole time.
Good fucking grief.
Seems Miyoga-san's alibi or claim of sleeping in the nurse's office is now in question. Why would she lie about that? Anything that could prove she really was sleeping in the nurse's office?
The bed was warm.
Already told you way back at the start of this. I was in the nurse's office.
I guess I should have let that play out so y'all could have heard all the words. I just was like, oh, I know this one. I was happy to get one.
Moichi,
My bad.
You might have missed this while we were investigating the nurse's office. But there is evidence to prove someone was sleeping in there last night.
Yeah.
Which is?
One of the beds was warm when we were there. And it would only get that way if someone was sleeping there, right?
Not necessarily. Someone could have laid there for a short amount of time to warm it up. Or even just put something warm on it.
I don't think that's what happened, though. It was only warm under the covers, while where they'd been pushed off had cooled down again. Just to make sure, did anyone else happen to stop by the nurse's office and rest in the beds?
No, because I was the only one sleeping in there.
I've stopped by to check the supplies and to fix Ishikami-san's hand, but I've certainly not stayed in one of the beds.
I cannot fathom anyone else willingly resting in such a place. Nay.
Then that means Miyoga-san wasn't lying about being there last night, and didn't leave until she heard me scream. There's no reason to doubt this fact.
Himari-chan, I have to ask though, what does this mean? Did the big bear lady do it?
It means Miyoga-san's not lying about seeing...
It doesn't mean jack shit.
I don't trust this guy.
Even if she did see somebody, then what? She can't tell us who it fucking was. Because Grizzly Bitch was too fucking stupid to keep the lights on. We have no idea who was in there.
I wouldn't exactly say that.
You calling me a liar?
I ain't calling you a
I
truther.
mean that we aren't completely without an idea as to who Miyoga-san saw last night. Because somebody had left something in the room.
The bandages.
I got it! Somebody left something in the trash can.
You gotta be shitting me. You a fucking dumpster diving for your answer?
It got the answer.
Where's next? You taking a shit in the cafeteria bathrooms?
I'll do anything to crack a case.
Would you just shut up for once in your life?
Thank you.
Hime-chan, Could you explain why the trash would be so important?
I don't know, maybe because it's evidence for the murder investigation?
Well, Ishikame-san wasn't exactly wrong about me looking through the trash can. In it, I found a bunch of used and slightly damp bandages. Miyoga-san, were these there before you went to sleep?
Wasn't exactly something I kept an eye on, but pretty sure it was empty before.
So that means whoever went in the morning probably threw away these bandages and replaced them. Of everyone here that wears bandages regularly, that would be Hakure-san, Inoue-san, Ishikame-san, Hoshisaki-san, Hanabusa-san, and Moichi.
Also the comedy guy. He's been wearing bandages because he hurt his leg.
You consider me to be a suspect, Tamari?
Hey! You said everyone... Don't turn this around on me! You said wherever the evidence points. Follow your own stuff.
It's just to be thorough with who it could be. So, did any of you happen to drop by the nurse's office to swap out your bandages last night?
You can't trick me! I'd never leave my DNA lying around!
That I'd believe.
Don't go fucking blaming me!
I keep my own stash in my room, so no need to clean up there.
Yeah, I'm the same as Eri-chan here.
No, they're not our mine either, too.
It appears most of us all hold our own stashes of bandages, making these not all that important.
Truly. I believe the owner of these bandages is of much more importance than initially believed.
Also, like, those are just the people we know wear bandages. Like, just like the guy who cut his leg and we bandaged him up, like, it could be under the clothing.
They are, milady. Why would this be?
Naturally. If these bandages had no importance, someone would have claimed them without issue.
Yeah?
However, the fact none have come forth means whomever discarded them wishes to remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Ergo, they have something to hide. Perhaps even they're linked to the murder.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Of course you would latch on to my theory.
Lady, I started this. If it was up to you, we'd all be dead right now.
So, that means we just need to cut down our options from...
Silence, Sonata. I wasn't finished.
Jeez, continue.
Furthermore, I posit that there is something else abnormal about these bandages.
Okay. Something normal about the bandages? When she mentions it, there was something strange about them when I fished them out of the garbage. I thought these bandages were strange. They were damp.
I got it! That's right.
But also,
the
they were covered
bandages
in
were
blood.
damp.
Well, if the whole thing's damp and not just the bloody parts.
Jiryu, when we're done here, educate that servant on what silence means. However, that is correct. The bandages seem to have been damp at one point.
Okay, where's that get us?
They were washed, and before that, stained with blood.
Oh no!
How can you tell just by looking at them now?
First of all, they still smell of iron.
Yeah.
That may be due to the sink itself. Whenever the water is running, due to the old pipes, it smells quite similar to blood.
I don't think that disproves Ogasawara-san's theory.
Rather, it enforces it if the water there smells of blood too. More pertinently, there's still some faint brown staining upon it, both from where the blood initially was and where they remained dry. They were quite coated in blood at one point.
Oh, I see, my lady.
Accounting for that, I strongly doubt they are Ishikame's.
Why? Seems plausible to me he could have done it.
What the fuck was that supposed to mean?
It would be illogical for him to remove blood from his bandages when there's a suitable explanation of how it got there.
Yeah, I guess anyone with an injury, if they're trying to wash off the blood, it wouldn't make sense to... Yeah.
After all, it would be foolish to sacrifice a strong alibi to create such a flawed frame-up.
Seems think Hanabus's bandits are way too long to be those two.
Oh, it's no big deal. Here, I'll unwrap them and show you.
Whoa, no. What the hell's the matter with you, kid?
Wait, please don't. We believe you, Hanabusa-san.
Oh, all right then. Next time.
What do you mean next time? No, don't do it at all. Bad.
Can't say I think it's Eri-chan or Koko-chan either. Might be the Kyonchi though.
Oh my god.
Please, you are asked to stop with. Oh, why ever would Hoshisaki-san and I be clear?
Easy. Koko-chan's bandages wouldn't have that much blood on them unless he was like hovering directly over Reiji-chan, and he'd get way bloodier. And Eri-chan, you've got gloves on and you're wearing white. Any blood would show up easily.
Orimar wearing gloves too.
Yeah, but you could like block blood on them with your necrotic powder.
Necrotic powers. Wearing a red shirt. She took off the white part.
All the blood with them. Wait, no, I have not got powers that are...
Enough of that.
It's like, wait a minute, I don't have those.
Besides, Eri-chan and Koko-chan have alibis thanks to their testimonies anyway.
That's if their testimonies are even to be believed.
Why do you say that?
I realize I am also currently under suspicion, but I wish to point out the rest of us all have testimonies even flimsier than Ishikawa's. They all amount to a variation of, I was asleep upstairs in my room. Yet all of us were alone. Alibis with no evidence to back them up.
What a pain.
Maybe I'll narrow down the number of suspects. Still quite a few and we don't have a lot of evidence left. I don't think we can focus solely on eliminating suspects anymore. Actually, this reminds me of something. I think there was something Hoshisaki-san brought up before that we didn't talk about much. Maybe with the new information we've gotten, it will lead us somewhere. Remember what the thing was? Talking about the coffee vibe? Got overlooked. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Literally missed the whole everything. How am I this bad? I hit something. Really? Can I hit? Thank you. Really? There was no S? Okay. Okay, there's an O. OU. I missed the... Are you kidding me? DOU. I'm trying to think of what it is. I hate when it's guessed this one specific word, because sometimes I just don't think of the same. Yeah, I feel stupid. I should have this by now. DOUE. No S. There P. This music reminds me a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 2 for some reason. It's the DOUE. DOU double? Oh yeah, the body double. Hoshisaki's the crazy one. Oh my gosh. Can I please? Thank you. Where's the L? I need an L. No L? Seriously? Oh, there's an L. Oh. Are you kidding me? That was so dumb.
Hoshisaki-san, can I ask you for something?
No! I won't let you have my DNA or my brain!
Darn it. On to my third question now.
Hoshisaki-san, it is okay. I am not think Sanada-san wants those... what is you want to ask Sanada-san?
Hoshisaki-san, you mentioned earlier that you saw a clone of me. Do you still stand by this?
The fuck does it matter? The dude's clearly delusional!
No.
Are you finally going to admit it? That you're an imposter! I saw what you did! You attacked the real Sonata-san! After you followed her to the classroom, you injected her with some vile concoction to steal her DNA! Then you used that DNA to transform into her and steal her place!
Himari, do you actually intend to trust this? He's accusing you of being a clone of yourself.
What he's doing is giving a exact description of what happened at the murder, and that somebody pretended to be me. And the one person that I hate to say looks exactly like me if they put on my clothes is you. And I really hope that's not the case.
His condition leaves him a rather unreliable witness. It's likely he hallucinated what he claims to have seen.
No! There's no way I'd imagine something like this! You must be another imposter too!
That's why he's been such a bad prosecutor.
Me!
It's because he's... Oh no. That's why he hasn't been calling out the obvious evidence things on any of it.
You won't take me though! I'm always protected and alert! I'm on to you! I'll find out how to prove it and expose the truth!
That's Octavian?
Truly what he said is hard to believe. But I don't think he made it up, or that he's lying. What he said has to come from somewhere. It's too definitive to be nothing more than a delusion. Oshisaki-san claimed he saw a clone of me this morning. But if it wasn't me that he saw, who else could it be? Someone that he could mistake as me.
Oh, but wait, he can't recognize faces, so anyone wearing my clothes...
Sanada.
Aikawa-san?
You've realized the truth of this case. Now it's time to push forward with it.
Enough of this! We should move on to a point actually grounded in reality.
We are.
But Hoshisaki-san says it's true. That means the person who attacked me this morning was... It could only be...
The person Hoshisaki-san saw this morning. Moichi, was it you?
Me? You think I'd do something like this?
You're the one talking about going off the evidence.
Just what are you playing at now? Do you have any notion of how absurd such a claim is?
Somebody that looks like me, in my clothes, being mistaken for me.
I've known Sanada for years. Murder is beyond the limits of his character. How utterly preposterous.
And isn't that like your actual brother you're accusing?
Yeah.
I mean, if he drugged you and dragged you off, wouldn't that mean he also killed Reichi-chan?
Yeah.
You think he'd actually do that? You're twins!
He was pretty heated the other night. I don't know where he's at.
Well, I usually want to agree with you, Hanabusa. It seems my sister disagrees. After all, she is trying to frame me.
It's nothing like that, Moichi. I don't want to.
Nothing like that. I've tried to help you clear your name, and
You
this
didn't-
is how you choose
Oh
to
my
thank
God.
me? Latching on to the theory of a boy trapped in his own delusion. It's been clear to everyone else in this room that you were the killer. I was the one that stood up for you. I was the one who gave you a chance. And then you turn around and accuse me of drugging you? And even potentially framing you?
You're the only guy here that looks like me. How don't you want? You're the guy going, let's go off the evidence.
So this is what you think. I'm very hurt by this, Himari.
No, Moichi, I don't...
Your argument is based on whatever flimsy evidence you could weave into a complete narrative. This stops right here. You've been pulling this trial around for long enough. It's time for me to put it back on track. This is the truth behind the course of events this morning. The real truth. At some point near midnight, Kutsuki went to the kitchen and retrieved the sashimi knife. After leaving that note in your room, he went downstairs to wait for you to arrive. Once there, he tried to attack you. Given the evidence of a struggle and that he was finally off whatever he was taking, he likely considered you an easy target. You proved him wrong. You broke his nose and knocked him to the ground, then took the knife he grabbed to kill you and turned it on him.
I am sorry, but timing
The exact time Himari killed him doesn't matter, as she simply washed up, then re-bloodied herself when she believed enough people were awake. Laying in a pool of blood, you screamed out and made up a sob story of being attacked by an unseen assailant, then latched on to Hoshisaki's delusion to legitimize it. As for the missing medical supplies, you stole them yourself. You never used the tranquilizer and just jabbed yourself with the needle. Aikawa even mentioned you had an opportunity to see what was in there. And that fully explains how Himari committed the crime.
Not fully.
however, have a few questions. About much like the bloodied bandages we found in the trash can.
Yeah.
Sanada-san, Shiori is without other wounds for our bandages to cover. So where did those come from?
Simply put, they were mine.
And why exactly did you withhold this information until now?
Because I saw no reason to speak up.
So you fucking lied about them not being yours?
I don't recall ever claiming they weren't mine, just that they weren't important to the case at hand.
You just staying quiet is super suspicious.
I chose not to speak up because I didn't want unnecessary suspicion upon myself. The wounds on my arms had opened back up and I needed to replace them.
But didn't you say you had your own in your room?
I did, but I lacked antiseptic for my wounds, so I was forced to head to the nurse's office. This was before the night announcement. Yoga was simply mistaken upon the contents of the trash can. Those bandages hold no importance to the actual murder being talked about.
I don't think that's the case.
Honestly, it's possible. Wasn't really paying attention to the trash can.
Such an answer, then, is satisfactory.
If this is the truth my lady agrees with, then I too shall agree.
Oh, so we can finally get this over with. Fucking finally! We've had the right killer this whole time!
I don't know, man.
It does make sense. I can't think of any real issues with it.
No, there's some freaking issues y'all are just blatantly ignoring.
Are we sure this is the right answer?
You're all just going with this. But this guy literally said he saw a person that looked like me walk up and hit me with the needle. Who else is it gonna be?
I'm certain anyone with a brain would agree.
Well, my bees love to say how smart I am, so I think I agree with it.
I don't accept your lies. You alien imposter! You're planning to kill us all!
I don't believe that this has fully explained it all the case.
I still think it's weird as hell that you're choosing now to speak up about the bandages.
Thank you.
Your behavior has turned suspicious, now that you are a likely perpetrator.
Oh, darling, you should have woken me up. I would have gladly helped you with your injuries. And though I question what could have caused them to open again.
Lying is a
Good
sin.
point.
You should know that. Why do it then? Why risk our lives?
Whole group is split. It's just sitting and pointing and yelling at this point. But could Muichi really have killed someone like this? And then frame me for it?
This is superb! The entire group is now evenly divided. This is giving me some ideas on how to make this super flashy.
Would you stop trying to make this struggle into a spectacle?
You're no fun, geezer. You just don't see stuff the cool modern way like I did. But guess you have a point this time. It's gonna be way too complicated for its own good. It's no good making such complicated stuff up on the fly. It'll always end up half-baked and probably not even worth the effort. Oh well, I can wait another day. Let's just get back to the kids fighting. I bet they'll start throwing punches any second now.
Why are we so certain it's even one of the two of them? It could have been someone else, no?
Could have been someone else.
What? You finally gonna say something useful?
The classroom door. Himari-san. Where Himari-san and I saw first.
Uh-huh.
Kaguya-san and I saw first. What is she... Wait.
Do you mean the closet?
Closet where I first met Kaguya-san.
A vent in the closet.
A vent?
There's a vent inside the closet, but why is she...
There's a vent within the closet? Why was that not told to the rest of us before?
Wait. If there's a vent, then someone could crawl through it. But if Kaguya-chan was the only one who knew about this...
It seems another option has just revealed itself. Thank you, Kaguya-san.
I know everyone's gunning for her now. What's she trying to say about the vent? Is it somehow important to the case? Either way, I know that Kaguya-san didn't do it. I have to get suspicion away from her. Vent. I mean, the vent's gotta be the thing that we're worried about, right?
The vent could change a lot about what we know so far.
Could change a lot.
Guess we know Fatty isn't the culprit.
Shove it, Hairspray. You probably couldn't even get it open.
Could anyone have opened it?
Kaguya might have. We don't know the first thing about her. Maybe she's tougher than she looks.
Me?
Yeah, exactly. You broke it up.
That's not true!
Can't break it open. It had no evidence of it.
That wouldn't be possible, Miyoga-san.
Why not?
Because the vent within the closet was sealed when we found it. If Kaguya-san used the vent to hide, it would have been impossible for her to seal it back behind her. Also, it was covered in a thin layer of dust, which wouldn't be there if it was used recently. So, the vent has nothing to do with Kutsuki-san's murder.
Oh dear, and I was so certain we might have an answer that allows both of your beauties to thrive.
Correct. It is only now leaves the twin Sonata as suspect.
The fact I am even considered on a similar level of suspicion to Himari.
You have been doing a piss poor job at prosecution the majority of this time, man. That alone to me makes you very suspicious.
I'm not sure which one did it, but I think it's at least one of them. Maybe, probably.
So it seems we haven't much choice but to select one of them.
I don't know which one of them did this. I don't want to think about it.
Please. You will be forgiven by us and the Lord if you confess to what you have done now.
Ugh, is there even a way to prove which of them did it?
Something in the crime scene. The coffee beans? How'd the beans get in the blood? Oh, that was what I was trying to hit.
Okay, I don't know what letter that was. That was useless. Can you stop? Okay, it's not an O. I was thinking there might be an O. A. H. Okay. I already did A. What goes before B? It's gotta be another vowel. U. O. Vowels are always. Huh. Could be an S. An N would make sense for whatever. No? D? No? I'm not getting any S's. W. I'm just gonna start shooting missiles, why not, right? Okay. I doubt there's an X. Oh, there's the S. Oh my gosh, can you not do that? Really? Oh my gosh, I just hit it by... I ran out of time. Or I hit the... Oh my gosh. I hate that they can just fly in front of my thing like that. I don't like that minigame. Oh my gosh. Okay, there was an A, a C, and an E last time, so let's just get going with the... Oh. I still think there's an S. Oh, did it really miss the S? Thank you. There was an S. Scare? There an R. Oh, scattered. It's scattered. Do I have to get a second T? Oh. Need another T to pop up. Just need to hit stuff, I guess. What? Oh, they returned. It hit me on the way back. I'm not even seeing another T that I can hit pop up. Like, the only T that's there is grayed out. Like, it's kind of confusing me, because, like... Sketper, Sketner, Sketfer, Sketwers. Why is there not another T? Like, I can't hit that T. Scatper? What? It hit a B. Oh, I ran out of health. I ran out of health. So, do I lose health when I hit the wrong thing with a missile? Have I just not been noticing that? Am I just stupid? I think I'm stupid. Guys, I think I'm stupid. Okay. We're getting our 2 E's off the bat. Or our 2 T's. Hit the T. That was what I was trying to hit, but whatever. Get that R. So get the R. C. Oh my gosh, can you not? Can you not? You need an A, S, A, no T. I don't like the one. I don't like that the letters I need are all the invulnerable ones. Oh, focus lets me hit those? Oh, are you kidding me? It didn't say that in the thing. At least I don't think it did. Oh my, yeah, so you gotta get the letter twice if there's more than one.
The beans?
I thought it filled up every one of that letter. I thought it did that in the earlier one. I could have sworn.
There were coffee beans scattered at the crime scene.
I don't know.
They came from a shattered coffee vial.
Late.
Aye. 'Twould make sense for the contents of the vial to scatter outwards on impact. What of it?
She probably dropped them during the scuffle with the dope head.
No, it's not the beans themselves that are important.
See, they keep saying he was a druggie, but where'd he get them?
It's how they're scattered.
Oh, please, how the beans are scattered? Why the fuck would that matter? The beans got dropped in the scuffle, that's it!
That's not possible, Ishikame-san.
Beans were on top of the blood.
That's it! The beans were dropped into the blood rather than splattered with it. Had they dropped during a fight before Kutsuki-san died...
Oh, I getcha. They'd be like covered in blood instead of just floating on top of it.
Exactly. So the vial could only have been broken after Kutsuki-san was already dead.
That is far from enough to exonerate you. What stopped you from simply shattering the vial yourself? After all, Aikawa and Sanada were the only two here unaware of the vials you had. Ergo, that still leaves you as the likelier suspect.
But that wouldn't make any sense, would it? Why would Amari want to do something that alert people to her location with a dead body right there?
As I said, part of her plot was to appear as though she'd been framed by pretending to be attacked. She could have shattered that vial specifically to draw attention.
Can't let Moichi continue to make these claims about me, or else everyone will die here. Why? Why would he be so adamant of blaming me for this? There has to be a reason for this, a reason that doesn't involve him being the culprit.
From the beginning, Himari's plot was to make herself look like she was being framed. She murdered Kutsuki and went to great lengths to obscure it.
That's not true!
If Sanada-san is, well, and truly innocent, then that would mean someone else was in the room with her.
That the closet corroborates that.
She doesn't have thoughts on this. She's just throwing out whatever she can do to save herself. That's not... I don't think that's how I refute this. I don't think I can. I think I'm on the right path, but what I might need is something else someone has said. I got a hint. Okay.
From the beginning, Himari's plot was to make herself look like she was being framed.
Yeah, I can't absorb
She
that.
murdered Kutsuki and went to great lengths to obscure it.
That's not true!
If Sanada-san is, well, and truly innocent, then that would mean someone else was in the room with her. Oh my, what a dreadful thought.
If Himari's truly innocent, then surely there's evidence for her to prove it. All she has to do is speak up and show us. But she's being awfully quiet, isn't she?
Oh, I've grown tired of this charade, Sanada. This drivel of stray beans proves nothing. It's baseless conjecture. Now, I will admit your guilt, or provide evidence to the contrary.
It's weird that I have to absorb evidence I already had. Like, I already have stray beans in my inventory. Why am I needing to absorb it from someone else's statement?
I'm certain her Kuri-san's theory is the truth, but I don't know if evidence to prove it. Is there another way?
From the beginning, Himari's plot was to make herself look like she was being framed. She murdered Kutsuki and went to great lengths to
I'm
obscure
trying to think
it.
of what I would need to fire this at.
That's not true!
If Sonata-san is, well, and truly innocent, then that would mean someone else was in the room with her.
Yeah, that's right!
Did I say something important?
There's proof that someone else threw the vial. The killer couldn't escape to the closet's vent, but they could have hidden within the closet itself, right? Shiraki-san, Hiroshi, was the closet door open or closed when you entered the room?
Oh, I didn't really notice. I mean, it was a murder scene. But I don't think it was open.
It was not my main concern either, but I am quite confident it was closed upon our arrival.
Also, pretty sure it was closed.
For some certainty, yes. The closet door was certainly closed.
All right, so for the beans and glass to have ended up inside of the closet, the door would have had to have been open when the vial was shattered.
That proves nothing! Even if the door was shut, any loose beans and glass would have slid underneath the door.
No, that door didn't have the space.
I don't think that's possible.
So, you're the expert on crime scenes now, Himari. Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? Moichi, don't you remember?
You were with me when we found out about this. Or are you pretending not to remember?
It's because the crack under the door is too small.
Moichi, the door is flush with the ground, as Ogasawara-san put it. She and Shiraki-san can confirm that the door was too close to the floor for anything to slide under, right?
Correct. There was maybe a millimeter of clearance between the floor and the door.
You even checked this yourself, Moichi.
I'm simply making sure that there aren't any other options available. The truth can only be reached by going through every possibility.
You're so guilty, man. You're so freaking guilty. Either that or you're like super hard covering for somebody for some freaking reason.
You are saying that someone could have been hiding within the closet, and the glass and the beans inside it are your proof?
Yes. For those to be inside the closet, the door would have had to have been open when the vial shattered.
You were there when we had this conversation, man.
But it was closed when the others came in.
We literally had this conversation earlier.
You could have easily closed the closet door after killing Kutsuki yourself. But even beyond that, let's say your theory on someone hiding in the closet was true. Quite frankly, it could have been almost anyone here. Hakure could have easily been the one to do so, since she's the one most familiar with the drugs you insist are vital to this crime.
Yeah, but there was a witness saying somebody that looked just like me is the one who drugged me.
Well,
You keep
one only needs a
glossing over
basic
that.
understanding of medicine to realize what a tranquilizer does.
Mojisaki is out of touch with reality and has accused you of being an alien doppelganger of yourself. Why would you put any faith in what he says?
No! No! I know what I saw! I know! You're trying to trick me! Trying to trick them!
And Inoue is making up unsubstantiated claims about the state of the body. By her own admission, she knows little about the recently deceased. She could easily be lying to hide her involvement.
I would not ever do never something like that. I have already said what I could and done to ensure alive we all stay alive.
You're not even alive.
Silence! All three of those I've just listed fit what we've discussed, yet they've not been considered for a moment. After everything I've done for you all, the instant I was merely a potential suspect, everyone decided to turn on me.
Me.
Moichi, listen to me. You...
No! I'm done listening to the ramblings of a desperate barista.
I am the prosecutor, and so my word is absolute.
You know, I really had high hopes for you, my guy.
The evidence points to you,
No,
Imani.
it doesn't.
All of the evidence indicates it was you.
It does not. It really doesn't.
Have you finally learned where your place is? Let's end this farce then. Admit your guilt and stand down so we can finish this.
I've come too far to give up now. Lychee, why did it have to end like this?
I will not stand down.
What?
Can't bully me into it, man.
I know you're the one behind this, Muichi. And if I have to prove it to get you to admit it, then I will.
You have nothing to do so.
I have everything.
Every piece of evidence laid out points to you.
It points to you.
Else. You have nothing. You were called there by Kutsuki and retaliated by killing him. That's all there is to it. Stop your pointless denial and accept it.
I'll beat you with your own skill card. Let's get some more cards going.
Be quiet. Enough of this.
Yellow. Blue beats yellow.
You can't expect them to believe that. This means nothing.
Need more skill cards. Just not drawing any.
You can't expect them to believe that.
It's good to wait a half second to draw out your little combos, you know? That way you can keep your gauge going up, your googe up here at the top. Let's see. If I hit with a yellow, I can do a small combo. I need more skill cards. There we go. Because once I get the skill cards, I can pop things. Alright, so now...
Put your futile struggle.
Blue. Blue gets hit by red. That works.
You can't expect them to believe that. After everything I've done.
Ah. Okay. I don't have any red. There's a red. Surprised he doesn't hit me with a color I can counter with.
Everything I've done. Why you? You can't expect them to believe that.
Trying to think here. Do I go for the... I need to play some cards to get some cards. I don't know what the point of having the evidence... I guess it's because I get them as an option later.
After everything I've done. A mere oversight.
I just gotta let it fill up now. You messed up, buddy. You messed up.
You're the one who killed Kutsuki-san, Muichi, and I will prove it!
And how are you going to do that?
With evidence, my dear Watson.
How are you going to prove something that never happened? You were the one called by Kutsuki. There is nothing that can prove I was ever there.
I mean... handwriting smudged? If your bandages were damp, it would have smudged the handwriting.
No.
Muichi?
No! I won't accept this! I won't! Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are, man? You're just... Is this worth it?
I'm never accepting what half-formed, flawed, despicable argument you decide to brew against me after everything I've done for you.
You keep saying all you've done, but like... Look at what you're doing now.
You're nothing more than a barista trying to pretend she has any authority in this room, in this line of work.
I mean, in this room, we're all, like, equals here, man. It's over. You just
I am the
accept it.
prosecutor here. My word is absolute.
That's not how prosecuting works.
So just come to this. Luigi, I will stop you.
Card battle debates, boss phase. You've backed the culprit in a corner, now they're lashing out. It's now or never. Your influence will drain over time. Each turn your opponent gets will take out another chunk of it. And for your deck is now infinite. You'll always draw cards as you play them. There's no point in holding back. Now hit him with everything you got. So keep hitting counters. Yellow. 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 Just keep hitting the yellows. Just, if I keep getting the yellows. Red. What beats red? Green beats red.
How dare you? No! There's nothing you can
Blue.
do.
Red beats blue.
How dare you? Shut up!
Okay, yellow. Blue beats yellow.
You won't get away with this, Moichi! I will prove that you're the killer! Once and for all!
Then prove it! With evidence! But you can't! You have no evidence, no alibi, nothing! Nothing you pull will ever prove that I was in that classroom! Nothing!
The smudges on the letter. That's it.
This ends now! Moichi! The letter sent to me. This is my proof.
It's really interesting that he even stood up for me a little bit in the first place. Because if he had just played into it at the start, it would have been over.
The letter. What about it could relate to anyone else? Kutsuki left you that note.
The note itself was written to me, and has Kutsuki-san's signature. But there's something about it that felt off.
Off?
How could a letter be off?
Take a closer look at the words. The letters are kind of smudged, see?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Kutsuki-san. The autopsy indicated he'd have been sober when writing this, but even so, something about how it was written always felt somewhat familiar to me. Kutsuki-san, I'm pretty sure, was right-handed. But this writing looks like it's been smudged by a hand, as it passed over fresh ink.
I think I know what you're getting at.
You'd have to be left-handed to smudge it like that.
I'm left-handed. It's caused me the exact same issue while writing.
Just another suspect that's being overlooked. Maybe this time we can pursue it and...
Moichi, stop!
Moichi, you've been carrying your suitcase in your dominant hand the whole time. You're also left-handed.
But if the letter was smudged during the writing, wouldn't that then mean...
It means Kutsuki-san was never the one to write it. Nor was he the one who actually called me down there. It was Moichi.
Or Ajima. He is as much a suspect in this situation if the dominance of our hand is so important to the forgery.
But you're the only one that looks like me.
If that was the only important thing, yes. But that's not all. I just remembered something else.
Fucking hell, this flaky memory of yours! What did you remember this time?
When I was waking up, I faintly heard the vial smashing, much like Hiroshi and Shiraki-san. It was what I heard after that that was important. I heard a small metal click. It was barely audible. I didn't even recognize it as a sound at first when I woke up. Aji-san, Moichi, you both have metal on you. Aji-san, could you rattle your rosary for me?
My cross? Very well.
And Moichi, could you please open and close your handcuffs? Moichi...
I'll do no such thing.
It seems we have our culprit then.
That is not at all what that means. I simply refuse to take part in my sister's nonsensical claims. I have no idea why the rest of you expect me to...
Moichi, please. Please, prove me wrong. Please.
She wants to be wrong, man.
That's what I heard.
Think I heard something similar last night when someone stopped by the nurse's office.
We should go over everything that happened in this case, to leave no doubts for anyone.
The knife. Oh, okay, we got the whole... Why does it start us at the end? Alright, let's start at the beginning. So, started, culprit over here, saw all that happen. Oh, it's because it's Japanese, it's like a manga, it's the opposite. Okay. How did Reiji call down the culprit? The letter. Over attack him with a knife. Be this one? Yeah. Improvised defense. It's interesting that Reiji actually went for the kill. I guess he was a little different than what his mentality suggested. So he called him with a letter, and then he did the same thing after, which is interesting. Put the knife in her hand. You heard a clicking. They heard the vial shatter.
Let's start from the beginning.
Alright.
The case started last night. Kutsuki-san entered the kitchen around midnight, making a bit of small talk with Hiroshi, who had been there for a while. Hiroshi had been trapped in the kitchen all night by Nyana Sofu, who made him wash the dishes and clean the whole place. Since Hiroshi and Nyana Sofu were distracted, they didn't see Kutsuki-san take the sashimi knife from the box when he left the kitchen. There's no doubt that Kutsuki-san intended to kill someone. Likely, our true culprit. He invited his would-be victim to the scene of the crime, classroom 1C. It was there that Kutsuki-san attacked them.
Should I be toggling this as we go so you can see it?
But they turned things back on Kutsuki-san and fought back, breaking his nose in the scuffle. This likely caused him to drop the knife, so the culprit took it themselves and used it to stab Kutsuki-san. To death. Noticing how much of a struggle this left behind, the killer fixed up the desks, making it look like far less of a struggle occurred there. With blood likely all over them, the killer needed to wash up. They unwrapped their bandages and went to the nurse's office to do so. But when they headed in to wash the bandages in their hands, they didn't realize that someone else was also in that room. The killer woke her up, but she was too tired to check who it was at the time, and just left them alone and went back to sleep. The killer, after washing up, not only took new bandages to rewrap their arms, but also a syringe and some tranquilizer with them.
It's kind of crazy he didn't try and kill her too, now that I think about it.
This was crucial to the next step of their plan. Having someone take the fall. Me. They forged a letter claiming to be Kutsuki-san, but the writing of the notes became slightly smudged as they wrote it because they were left-handed.
See, I just assumed just because it was damp.
Heading upstairs, they left a note in my room so I'd see it upon waking up, and walk right into their trap. Upon waking up, I went downstairs, straight towards classroom 1C. None the wiser that the killer was right behind me. But they also failed to notice they had a witness, too. Hoshisaki-san, whose face blindness and worldview meant he mistook the killer for an alien imposter.
I like the way she says that, worldview.
As soon as I walked into the classroom, the killer jabbed me in the side with a needle full of tranquilizer, and I was knocked unconscious within moments. Now I was unconscious. They dragged me over Kutsuki-san's body, getting my back covered in his blood. They set me up against the desk, put the knife in my hands, and reached into my pocket to take a glass vial. A vial they only knew about because I was their sister. After that, they hid themselves in the closet and waited for people to get up and head downstairs. When they heard it, the last phase of their plan went into action. They threw the vial against the floor and it shattered, which drew the attention of Shiraki-san and Hiroshi. They shut the closet door, pulling in stray beams and glass from the vial, before clicking their handcuff back on to appear as if nothing happened. That's when I woke up. I saw Kutsuki-san's body and started screaming. That brought Shiraki-san and Hiroshi to the classroom first, then Ogasawara-san and Miyoga-san. The scene caused a panic. Shiraki-san restrained me, and suspicion was immediately on me. However, it was that panic and suspicion the killer was hoping for. Because of that panic, the killer's hiding place was never checked. Mianis's announcement went off, pulling us out of the room before we could even think to do so. Once everything had gone quiet, the culprit simply left the closet and joined the rest of us, acting as if they'd just been drawn out of their bedroom by the announcement. There's only one person who could have orchestrated all of this.
I really love looking at these full comic panels.
Moichiro Sanada, the absolute prosecutor, and my brother. Was there anything I got wrong, Moichi?
It appears he has no further rebuttal.
Moichi, please, tell me.
That is enough! I imagine this is hard for you, Sanada-san. I'm so sorry. But your brother has committed a great many sins today, and it's not in our hands anymore.
I'm inclined to agree. We have our answer. We mustn't waste any more time and conclude these proceedings now.
I was here thinking you kids would never shut up. So, you're finally all done? Good. Then let's get the voting underway. You'll all have limited time to vote, so don't take too long to think and get it in on time. And remember, you only get one chance, so make sure you choose the right participant. Now, without further ado, it's voting time!
I like all these portraits. Very nice. Very nice. God. Man. There goes that character arc, am I right?
And now, let's tally up all the votes to see how you all did.
I was hoping we'd get to see them go through some of their family issues a little more. It was really interesting, some of the stuff we saw earlier, and with the whole... I guess we'll probably still see some background, but I don't know.
Moichiro Sanada, the absolute prosecutor, has been declared guilty.
I also just... Man, I hate that. I hate that. I guess it was in self-defense, though. He probably got lured by a similar letter of Reiji saying, hey, I found a way out. And then immediately... It was self-defense, and he just was like... After he won the self-defense, yeah.
And the result is...
But he did decide to keep going with it.
Ding, ding, ding! That's right! He's the real killer!
Oof. Yeah, I did not do great on a lot of that. Can I at least get a B? I'm doing an A. I don't feel like I deserve that, but sure. 520 tokens, that's what I'm talking about! Yeah, I messed up on a lot of those minigames. Yep, an A on the cosplay. Oh, I think it's because where I failed when I redid it. No, because that one got a C. I don't know then. Whatever. This is sad. It's kind of depressing. Like, you finally see your brother again. And
it's the first clinical trial.
this happens, you know? Oh, man. That's just rough, you know?
Congratulations! The majority of you have voted correctly. The killer of Reiji Kutsuki was your very own absolute prosecutor, Moichiro Sanada.
Moichi, why? Why did you do this?
So I reached out to grab Moichi's arms. He stepped away from me. Without a word, he reached into his briefcase, taking a slip of paper out and handing it to me.
What is?
Dear Moichiro, I think I found something really important in Classroom 1C. It might be a way out of here. If you could get over as soon as you can, you might be able to help everybody escape. Signed, Reiji.
Is this?
It's like an exact copy of the letter you had, but the letters aren't smudged. It also looks a bit imprinted?
So the person that wasn't targeted by the Kutsuki-san was...
Moichi.
I received the letter late last night. I hadn't been able to sleep, and it was slipped under my door around 3 o'clock. I went down to see if he was telling the truth. This had better be important, Kutsuki.
Dude, come on. I've seen how uptight you can get. I promise you, I wouldn't have called you here if I hadn't found a way out.
So, where is it then?
You see the closet in the back of the room? There's a vent in there.
You think that could be a way out?
Dunno. Could be pretty important, but I can't get the vent off.
Did you not think to go look for a screwdriver in the storage room?
Nah, seems silly to me.
Even when you might have something important, you're still a letdown. It only seems to have been screwed in with a few flatheads. I can probably get it off with my badge.
Yeah, dude. Take your time.
All right. I hadn't been facing him. He could have hit me easily. I don't know if he just missed or...
Ah, shit. Hold still, dude.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know. I think you could take a guess, man.
Get away from me! I managed to shove him out and began fighting with him. What the hell are you thinking?
Damn, dude. Hold still. Ah! Oh, shit. Why is the ceiling that way? Where is it?
No, you don't. I'm taking this. I was able to disarm him and take the knife away from him. This really is a new low, Kutsky. Just wanting us all to sit here and wait was one thing, but trying to kill me? I'm restraining you and letting the others know what happened when they wake up.
Dude. What? You think they'll believe you? You've made some pretty bad blood with just about everybody here.
So what? I'll trust my word over yours.
Nah. Will they? They just think I'm kind of weird. But they think you're a danger.
No, they don't.
You blew up at us earlier, dude. Hell, we even heard you screaming at your sister, you know?
She's not part of this.
She probably thinks you're a burden, dude. You haven't shown her any kindness since we got here.
Shut up.
She'd think better of you if you could just be quiet and calm down, too.
Shut up!
I didn't lie to you, dude. There's one way out. You got it in your hand right now, Sonata. If you want to escape, prove us all wrong so bad, then do it!
Made the bad choice. Interesting that you heard him uncuff the handcuff first. I wonder what's in that briefcase that he holds it that highly to take it off before he does that.
You actually did it, dude.
Don't gamble if you ain't willing to lose, my guy.
Guess I underestimated you.
I wasn't sure if I could keep him restrained. If he broke out, nothing could have stopped him from trying to kill someone else. So, I killed him first.
What utter nonsense. Do you expect me to believe that nonsensical excuse coming from such a brilliant legal mind? You were fully aware he posed no threat. You made it evident you saw him as a half-baked stoner. And now, with a broken nose and a concussion, he simply wouldn't be getting up again, and certainly not making another attempt in a state where anyone could have repelled him.
Moichi, why? Why did you do it?
Why? Is it still not crystal clear why? I'm the only one who was working into delirium to actually find a way out of here.
Nah, I wouldn't say. Well, into delirium, yes. The only one who was working, well, there were some other people still looking around and trying stuff, but it's not, you know.
While the rest of you were content to sit here and do nothing. I'm the only one here who cared that we were in a situation where any of us could be killed at any moment.
And yet, you were the one that did it.
The rest of you, so eager to judge me, were all content to sit here and wait for some nebulous rescue that's still not come to pass. And every time I tried to get you all collaborating to escape, you would all decide instead to either give up or worse, mess around. And then it would be thrown in my face as a failure of my attempts to get everyone out of here alive every single time. You were all content to just live here, so why shouldn't I be the one who actually gets out? I'm the only one who seems to want to leave.
Just nobody wanted to kill anybody to do it.
Kutsuki told me he knew about a way out, and I took it. And had I not, this would have been a trial for my murder. Can you honestly say that not a single one of you would have done the same thing I did?
And what for the rest of us? We'd all die for your escape.
That was never part of my plan. Yanis kept that half of the rules secret to force this situation to be far more dire than it seemed, I suspect.
Who's to say?
I remembered seeing that in the rules. Maybe not.
After I found out, so be it. Kutsuki's blood was already on the floor. Someone else was going to die. I wasn't going to just let it be me.
Moichi, how could you just so easily sacrifice the lives of everyone here? Why did you frame me?
Why not?
What?
Years you've held secrets from me on behalf of our father. Just determined to be his perfect little sunflower. Every time that man hurt me in some way, you'd never be there for me until after the smoke cleared.
I mean, she was a child, man. What do you expect a small girl to do against, like, a grown-ass man? Like...
Every time you would berate me for not being more like you. Every time he'd humiliate me in front of others, including you, to make an example of me. He'd always drill that into you, how I was a bad influence and someone you should stay away from. That's why you only ever talk to me in private.
Moichi, I really tried to.
Shut the fuck up, Himari! Your crocodile tears aren't gonna work this time. If I'm going to die, then at least grant me the dignity of my last words. Our father never gave me a chance. I was always his biggest mistake and resentment, something that man never changed his mind on. Even after I became the absolute prosecutor, he still favored you. He still saw me as a burden. Still saw and treated me as what killed Himawari, her mother. All the while, you'd simply stand aside, watch him treat me like a burden, and do nothing to actually step in and help me. All you could ever do was dry my tears afterwards. All until the day I was finally sent to juvie, where you'd never need to even bother pretending to care. Every game we played together, every school assignment we worked on. What did any of it matter if you couldn't be there for me when I needed you the most? Right down to asking him to sell off the last thing we had left of our mother. You sided with him every time. You never held any empathy for me. You're no better than him.
I couldn't do it. Falling to my knees, I could do nothing more than weep. The most ugly weeping I've ever done since I was a newborn. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's too late for that. Far too late. You can't just say that! And what the hell do you, of all people, know about what I went through?
I don't know anything, yeah. But this isn't right at all. You're demanding that Himari knew exactly what she needed to do to help you when you were a kid. To stand up to your dad like that. But Himari's your twin sister. You two were the exact same age. You're asking that someone your own age stood up to her own dad. Can you honestly blame her? Your dad kept putting you in horrible situations, and yeah, I don't know how bad they all were. But, Himari, it sounds like even despite what your father told her, she still chose to help you however she actually could at her age. It wasn't what you needed, I get that. But it's what Himari could still do for you. To still argue against what your dad was doing. Your dad's the one to blame in all this, not Himari. He's the one who decided to play favorites with his kids. Even Himari could see that was a terrible thing to do. Even with the little control she had, she still tried to be there for you. To be the sister that you needed. You should have stuck together. Himari clearly wanted it, and we could have still found a way out together. But now you're going to die, and she'll be all alone. Forever. Missing someone she found important. Someone she loved.
She didn't. That's...
Just, man. Coming out of that cutscene and then just seeing the characters in the background again is just kind of like, man. That's just, man, I hate stuff like this where it's like, it's so hard when you have that kind of stuff growing up. Like, parents can really fuck you up, man. They can really warp your view of things and warp how things are.
Luigi,
I wonder, was I ever fit to wear this with any semblance of pride? Himari, I'm sorry. You were in the same situation I was, but because you never faced our father's wrath, I never wanted to admit it. It was foolish of me to always blame you for his favoritism for what he did. I'm ashamed for doing so for so long.
Luigi,
It's strange, though, what Kutsuki had said to me during his final moments. It almost seemed like he wanted me to kill him. Like he knew those words exactly would get under my skin. And the scars I had on my arms, they're gone, despite them all being barely a month old. I don't know what's going on. I'll never find out.
Let's say we were out longer than we thought.
But Himari, I need you to have this. When a prosecutor is unable to continue serving, he has to return his badge to the office. I'll be unable to, so I please ask you to do so. As for the card, keep it close. For me.
It's so sad. Oh.
What a snooze fest! Are you two done yet with your little chit-chat? Because I think it's time we wrap this up!
What? No, please wait! I haven't properly said goodbye.
Well, too bad. I'm done waiting. I checked out ages ago when the dude in the bow tie started yelling.
Asshole.
Himari,
Luigi.
I'm strong enough to take this. I promise. And you'll be fine. With the showing you gave today, I know you'll keep the others safe. I entrust my legacy to you. Please, get out of here, Himari. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Please, just a little longer. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to say goodbye yet.
Quiet down! You've been delaying this for far too long! Let's get this along, everyone! All good killers deserve a fitting punishment. And for the absolute prosecutor, we've prepared quite the special spectacle.
Goodbye, everyone. I'm sorry for all that I've done.
Luigi!
Goodbye, Himari.
Punch card's a nice touch. The electric chair, isn't it? Oh, that's Kafka's. That was not an easy watch.
I tell you, this equipment isn't up to standard anymore. He nearly got away. But it wasn't good enough for him to survive 40,000 bolts to the skull.
Let us go! I just want to go home! How could you do something so cruel?
Please, Heavenly Father, save his soul and forgive him for his sins. Please protect us from...
No, never, can't, there, no!
What the fucking shit was that?
What? I'm simply holding up the rules that I laid out for all of you. I mean, if you'd all embraced apathy by now, you wouldn't have felt a thing watching that. That's just the consequence of trying to hold on to your humanity. You kids all still want to trust each other, and look where that got you. Nowhere but lower. Some of you even trust me now.
Explain.
The exit that the lawyer boy thought was worth killing somebody over? I made it up. You guys took it at face value without a second thought.
So, not only did Sonata succumb to this nonsense, it was all in vain.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but when it comes to stuff like this, unfortunately, the only way to win is to settle for good enough. Like, if you have that many, if you're underground trapped, like, all this, like, these, every one of these death game things, it's like, you don't even know if the world outside is the same. Because if you're all these, like, super famous people and you went missing and nobody's coming for you, what does that say about the way the world outside is? Like, we've been seeing all these little bits of it, but it's also like, who even knows? But, like, I'm not saying you should give up on hope, but also, like, how are you supposed, if the only way to get out is, like, hurting somebody else, it ain't worth the price. Because who's to say they're actually gonna let you go after, even, to be honest?
Correct! He died for absolutely nothing!
You demon! You soulless, evil demon! All this happened because of you! They wouldn't have tried to kill each other if it wasn't for you pushing them into a corner!
Hey, don't give me all the credit. The motive was kind of a last-minute addition to the control, yet still got results. They could have chosen to not kill, but they didn't. Besides, you've already proven the experiment's hypothesis at least a little correct by succumbing to your own apathy.
Whatever do you mean?
You're all so selfish, thinking only of yourselves at this moment. But you've missed the best part of all of this in doing so. Look at her. Such interesting results. Her twin brother just got fried harder than a fork in a socket, and not one of you even glanced at her.
Sonata-sama.
That's not good. That is really not good.
Kaguya-san.
The only one who believed in me.
Are you doing all right?
I reached into my apron pocket, and they were still there.
He's gone. Luigi killed someone and now he's gone.
You passed out. After you passed out, Miyoka-san and Shiraki-san carried you back here. I am here to tell you that's what happened.
The accent. I guess Hiroshi asked her to tell me all this.
Luigi. You fucking idiot!
Yeah.
I threw the badge across the room. I didn't know where it landed. I didn't care. How could you think I'd even be close to doing all right? You saw what happened. What Moichi did to me. What he did to Kutsuki-san. How he felt about me. Maybe our dad was right about him. Maybe he just saw something in Moichi that I couldn't. And I just let it happen. He killed someone. He stabbed someone to death. And then he tried to frame me for it. His own sister. All the while, he acted like he was going to try to exonerate me.
See, that's the interesting part to me. And I feel like this is the part that says something about how he actually felt, even if he didn't realize it. He didn't have to help her start building a defense. If he had just stayed quiet at the start and not done any of that, and helped her look for evidence and done all the stuff, he would have just got away with it. Like, what he did was absolutely terrible, but this is definitely like a layered thing, like, because it was, if not for his own actions, he would have got away with it.
He yelled at me, yelled at everyone, he yelled at you constantly for not living up to his expectations.
I wonder if that's what his dad sounded like. Just yelling at him for not, I don't know.
He expected me to believe some speech from a guy we've barely known for a week was what changed his mind?
Fair.
That's what changed his mind after all this time? After everything he said and did to me?
Oh, just the speech from the comedian, that's when he called it good.
And I'm just supposed to forgive him after all that?
No, you don't have to. I think you'd feel better if you did eventually, but you don't have to.
After he could only say he should have treated me better right before he died. So, I'm supposed to believe him now. Of course he lied. He did it all the time. He was lying, talking, saying whatever would clear his guilty conscience. He only ever cared about himself.
I don't think you believe that.
I held the card in both hands, ready to rip it in half.
I don't understand. What is lying?
What? But then the card fell from my hands, fluttering into Kaguya's.
It'd be cool if we got to actually play that card in our debate things from now on. That'd be pretty sick. That was like the special ultimate card that we used, or just a skill card we had.
This card. It's from a game me and Moichi would play when we were kids. He drew on this card. It was his favorite. He gave it to me the first night we were here. No matter what happened, even when things got bad, we would play this game together. It was ours.
That's sad, stupid.
Is this card lying?
No, lying isn't a tangible thing. It's when you tell someone something you know isn't true.
Why do you think Moichi is lying?
He was always lying. He never cared about me or anyone else. He treated me like a burden from the moment we got here.
Yeah.
The first night we were here,
He did treat you like a bird.
he gave you the card. Even when things got bad.
What are you... No. No, I'm not forgiving him. I will never forgive him.
You don't have to.
I don't care what his reasons were. I don't care why he gave me the card. I don't care if he loved me or if he didn't. What he did is unforgivable. And I don't care about him anymore. Do you understand?
You telling her that, or are you telling yourself that?
Can I hold you?
Hold me? Do you mean a hug?
Can I hug you?
Yes, you can. Kaguya wrapped her arms around me, holding me tightly to her chest. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't have any energy left to be angry. I just held tightly to Kaguya. Thank you.
Are you doing all right?
A bit. I feel a bit better. There was a strange scent to her. I couldn't tell if it came from her or her big scarf, but it was nice.
Do you feel better?
I only managed to nod as a response. Then I felt her arms finally let go. She tucked the card in her shirt, then sat down in the chair. I felt so tired. My body was barely holding on. I just wanted to sleep. I'd like to be alone right now. Have a good night, Kaguya-san.
Okay.
She's not moving. She's just sitting there, staring at me.
Kaguya-san?
Is the moon visible?
Good night. Oh, I hit the butt bags. I'm so sorry.
Could you at least get the light?
The light?
The light switch over there. Could you please flick it off? Kaguya flicked off the light switch, and I could hear her footsteps in the chair sliding. Despite the new darkness, I could feel her eyes on me.
Oh my gosh, it keeps... My hands are shaking. Maybe if I just go to sleep, she'll have back to her room.
I tried my best to fall asleep. But no matter how hard I tried to push my feelings aside, no matter how much I tried to forget about him, there was still one thing that stuck out in my mind.
And the scars I had on my arms, they're gone, despite them all being barely a month old.
You know, at the time I just thought they meant they healed, but if he's saying they're gone, do you mean like they're actually physically, like there are no scars at all? Because that's also something.
I don't know what's going on. I'll never find out.
Those words continued to echo in my ears as I slowly drifted off to sleep. Sinking. Falling.
It's the hard thing about death. It's like, there are always questions. And a lot of them you never realize until after they're gone, you know?
Fingers outstretched as I wondered exactly what he meant by that.
Camera went out? Whoa. What is this, the freaking ring?
Come find me.
What? What? It says we completed episode 1. What? What just happened? What just happened? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's it. That's the end of episode 1. Wow. This was a really crazy ride. Definitely going to continue this when more episodes come out. Only episode 1 is out right now. They plan to release episodes over time. If you buy this game right now, you get it cheaper than if you buy it later. Is basically what they got going on. Not just the release sale, but as well as like they literally said on like one of their announcement posts, if you buy it at episode 1, it's going to be cheaper than when they're all out. You're only paying for the 1 episode, but you'll get the rest. So if you like this game, check it out for yourself. It's really good. Or if you know, if you liked watching this, please subscribe so when the next one comes out, you'll get notified of the video and all that. So many thoughts. Oh my gosh. This music's a bop too. This game has a good soundtrack. Sorry, I'm like trying to process everything that just happened. You know, I really liked a lot of the reactions that were had to the death. Like when you look at a lot of other like games like this, the execution and the death scenes are very a lot of showmanship, right? And that was had here too. Like he was able to break out of metal shackles. There was some showmanship there, but having the actual like red blood and having everyone watching like that and seeing their reactions and the focus on that and seeing her face after seeing her brother, what happened to her brother, it was jarring. Like that shook something in me a little bit. That hit harder than a lot of than anything's hit in a while, as far as like that specific. I don't even know what to describe it as. That like that pain, I guess. It's a very specific pain. I'm not thinking of a good word for it. But man, that was just wow. I really want to know, like, we had all those videos in between of different stuff happening, as well as just the camera turning off, the lady coming out of the TV, like the freaking ring, like what the heck's going on with that? I really liked that the crash out she had at the end there, after her brother's death. Just that, her looking at everything and just being like, oh, so he just fixes his stuff at the end and I'm left to carry on? What the heck? You know, I think that's a fair crash out. I think that's a fair thing to get mad about, you know? It's gonna take a while for her to unpack, for sure. I think it's a lot better than, or a lot more realistic, I should say, than the reaction you see in a lot of things in media. When somebody dies, it's just, you know, oh, boo-hoo, they're dead, and it's like, that's one aspect of loss. It's not a wrong reaction either. But like, that was a very realistic reaction to something like that. Like, she was sad and very emotional and having a hard time at the time, and then you could see her going through the stages of grief and all that, you know. Proudly developed in Godot and no Gen AI. Good for you, no AI. Need more of that shit. Oh, need more things without AI nowadays. Oh my gosh, that was an experience. Anything after the credits? Let's just go back to the title. Ooh. Well, oh, what? Okay, he took the glasses? He's reading the magazine? That's... Why did he take the glasses? Why did he take the glasses? That's such a... Why did he take the glasses? So... That's all we have for now. That was episode 1. Episode 2's not out yet. That's why it just says episode complete. Like, if I try and continue it, I literally can't, right? Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm just reeling after that. I'm sure y'all probably are too. That just... Wow. We got a lot of questions and not a lot of answers. And I'm sure I could talk about this even longer, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you like this, please give it a like. If you want to see the next one, whenever episode 2 comes out, I'm gonna play it for sure. You know, subscribe so you can see that. I hate to say like and subscribe, that, but it really helps a lot. And you know, a lot of you guys are tuning into my channel for the first time with this series. If you like this, please check out some of the other stuff on my channel. I do other horror games, like indie horror, RPG Maker horror. I do other visual novels. Some of them, I try and narrate them and do little voices for all of them when I can. So if you liked this, and you liked it for more than just the game, and you like some of the stuff I was doing, please check out some of the rest of it. It would mean a whole lot to me. I've had a lot of people subscribe and a lot more views on the channel since this series came out, and I just want to say it really just means so much to me. I know a lot of you probably don't really care about all this, but this is something I've been doing for a while, and I really care about. It's nice to know this is the first consistent series I've had where I've been seeing returning viewers. Like, I've had other videos and I see the view count go up, but this is the first time I know, hey, this is the first time I put out like 4 or 5 episodes of something and people kept watching. So thank you for that. That means more than y'all could ever know for me. Like, really, like, just thank you. Heartfelt thank you. I mean that with, like, everything I got. And so, with that, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!